People, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Warm up with savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, and that's overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. All right, Mbappe's coming out on the field right now in Dallas. Baby. Okay. By the way, you see those little kids that, you know, how they
it's very cool. That is
cool. I know that's a tradition.
Yeah.
But these kids just were losing their minds that Mbappe was just right there.
They're just like, hey.
Okay, here we go. In the home of the Dallas Cowboys, TJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
You're not as into it as we are we? Are you into this World Cup? Not as much?
I've watched almost every game that's been on.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Talking about it or what?
So locked in.
We talk about it all the time.
I chime in.
Okay.
I don't want.
Who wins, France or Spain?
France.
I think so too.
I don't want to make it seem as though I know more about soccer than I do. So that's why I'll chime in when I can. But I like to listen and learn.
Understood. Well. Everybody watching or listening to us knows. It's certainly on our YouTube feed internationally. We're getting a lot of comments about our World Cup conversation.
Sure.
I see them. They know we don't know what the hell we're talking about. You know, that we're all novices watching this stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, I even said the other day, I had no idea you could put a spin on a ball with just your instep. Like, what a moron I sound like to some of these people. I understand that.
One pregame stuff too with the flags on the field. It's really awesome.
It's awesome.
It's really awesome.
3 years ago, Rich, you probably don't know this. Susie was in the chair, but I assembled an ultimate what if team.
Okay.
I made a soccer team based on athletes from other sports to try to help people that really, didn't follow soccer. So, I was putting guys like Tyreek Hill and Austin Matthews and LeBron in different positions on the soccer field to just try to help. I just randomly found that video the other day.
Tyreek Hill. What would he be like?
Fast.
I know that.
Yeah.
He'd be offsides half the time.
Probably. You know what's crazy? Here's what's crazy. We know Tyreek Hill is fast, right? Erling Haaland is faster.
Erling Haaland.
I can't believe that. Is this a fact?
Yes.
What how's this?
I'll find it. They said the video and they had him. He was running 25 miles an hour to chase one down.
He's unreal. That guy's unreal.
Speaking of like the kids, there was a video I saw where, Haaland was dapping up all these kids before the game, and the one kid had his back turned to him. And just like, if we're friends, you'll grab your friend. He grabbed this kid's shoulder, turned him around, and this kid was like,
oh, yeah.
That dude, I don't know if anyone had more fun in America than Haaland.
You see him get off the plane the other day with a raccoon taxidermy?
He
went to Dallas. He got a hat and boots.
Cowboy hat, yeah. He's a cowboy hat.
Fantastic. All right, that wraps up our show here on this Tuesday. We'll set you up on Wednesday. Enjoy the World Cup, everybody. We got a great Did You Know on the TV side to wrap it up.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
VCU Hall of Famer Junior Smith joining us.
I told my players, and I tell you, the first thing I did is I said, hey, I'm going to just show you what I did on video. They would always say, hey, I'm going to show you what I did on video so you'll know what it looks like. So I would show them my highlight tape. I said, this is what I did when I was here. Okay, and I think that you can do the whole thing. So I think that for me was just instilling that attitude in them that, hey, here's the vision. This is what can be done. Okay, now let's work to go do it. And I think that's what, some of those guys bought into.
That was your
Chris.
pitch.
That was my pitch.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC. For Buick, we've got Envistas at 0.9 with $1,000 purchase allowance. Encore GX 0.9 with $2,250 in purchase allowance. Envision also with 0.9 with $1,750 in purchase allowance. And Enclave 0.9 with $750 in purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Kong Bay hit, driven back.
see you standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here with you inside the First Flight Credit Union Studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com, the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber, and we are on YouTube. For the next 3 hours, you can watch this program. Got a couple of video interviews lined up for you and a couple of in-studio guests, as well as our number one, the Mully Man, Mike Mullis, joins me. He is pumped for the World Cup semifinals because that means it's almost over. He's excited for this thing to get on out of here. But we've got France and España playing currently, France and Spain, as they are just underway. World Cup semifinal action. England and Argentina coming up on Wednesday. We'll update that. We will recap the home run derby, a dramatic home run derby from last night at Citizens Bank Park. All-Star game coming up tonight. We'll talk some baseball and more with the Mully Man coming up on today's program. Hour 2, couple of interviews. We'll talk to Ben Wagner. He's the play-by-play voice of the Baltimore Orioles. Are the O's buyers or sellers? They are down in the AL East standings. They're under 500, but they're only 2 games back of the wild card. So a lot to play for Baltimore the second half of the season. We'll talk about all that with Ben Wagner coming up. Luke Schwartz on Sports, WCTI 12 will join us coming up on today's program. Talk about everything going on in the world of sports. Get his thoughts mid-July on Pirate football. And we'll talk Pirate football and more with Bryce Williams. First time Bryce will join us since adding another youngin to the household. So looking forward to catching up with Papa Bryce. In hour number 3, we'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce Williams. We've got Shirley Rhodes here. We got intern Avery and the Jackman, Jackson, helping us out today on a Tuesday. We'll welcome in Mike Mullis. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I am doing great. Real quick, chat gang. Jerry says, hello. Says we are the PRL chat gang. Jamie says, hey now. Any ECU coaches coming on the show this summer? Harold, Schwartz, Godwin. Actually, we'll see about that, Jamie. Reach out to the big 3 there. We've had Kim McNeil on this summer. There was an acting ECU head coach at Sports Trivia last night.
Who was that?
It was the Wink, Shane Winkler.
Yeah, okay.
Great dude.
Yeah.
One of the teams, they're called the Grass Guys. It's the grounds crew.
No, I would Beecham Hartzell. Would he be part of that crowd?
He is one of the ringleaders.
Yeah, he's that's a savvy sports guy.
He's good.
Known his dad a long time. Beecham's pretty special guy. Be leaving the area soon. So, but what a job
he
did. Yeah, headed to Texas. So, what a job he did in his time over there. And all those guys, man, they worked their butts off behind the scene to keep the fields ready. And man, you could catch them on a 2 or 3 games going on at the same time kind of day, and boy, they are stretched out, but they largely do it with a smile.
You can tell when Beecham's there or not there when there's a baseball category. If they get them all, Beecham's there. If they get none of them, Beecham's not. He's the baseball expert on that team. Hunter says, good evening, cowards. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, good evening, cowards.
Good evening, cowards. PJ says, hey, hey, hey. All right, Mully.
Hey, hey, hey.
Good evening, cowards.
Thank you. Mully, the home run derby, to me, is for kids, at least in my world, because I loved it as a kid, and I don't as an adult. Had it on last night at Sports Trivia as background viewing. Didn't have the volume on. It's great background viewing. At one point, guys were hitting home runs as Creed was playing at the Buck.
Okay.
Can you take me? And like I had a moment.
Kind of choreographed?
It was. It felt like I was in a movie. Last night was pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I was pretty excited about it because I liked the lineup last night.
So going into it, I
was playing, and then I got a couple phone calls, and the next thing you know, it's heading towards the end of the
you and your phone calls.
I know. Well, and it just is what it is. But I was honestly kind of same thing. It was on but turned down.
Yeah.
I mean the obviously the finale was worth the show.
And was it a little bit of Rocky V again? Like you had the home guy hitting, but then at the end when Walker, hits his home run to win it, I saw there was a little crowd of Philly fans chanting Jordan Walker's dad because he was celebrating.
Yeah.
And they kind of got on his side.
They had the jerseys. Dad, mom, and sis had the jerseys there, and I mean there was some of that, and I thought it was cool that. The Philly fans are known for being Philly fans, and the way they let the Yankee know that he wasn't necessarily welcome to the ballpark. Yeah, I did too. I mean, and I think he did too. He just kind of took it in stride. Thought it was kind of funny, but there was some monster bombs hit last night. But it is purely an exhibition, and that's what you take away from it.
Before I get ready to cross the coals, Rocky IV, not Rocky V. I sincerely apologize. Nobody called me out for that.
I'm glad you picked that up,
Drago. I think maybe baseball needed that. I don't know if it has any carryover effect, but man, a lot of drama last night, and Walker winning at the end was great. Now. Well, before we move on, Mully, because me and Chandler were talking about this last night, I said, with the time limit deal, there was some stress on your BP pitchers. When you take the time away, takes a little bit of stress off those guys. And we started talking about you because you have thrown a lot of BP, but also you've worked in a derby, right?
Yep. Well, and look, man, there's got to be some sync there. I thought Tehran, I don't remember who he threw for exactly. Anyway, man, he was throwing money BP, no hump in it. But yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of pressure on the BP thrower. And think about all the great stories we've seen as it relates to that. With the one that stands out. Go back to Josh Hamilton and his Legion guy throwing in BP, and just cool stories.
Didn't Raleigh's dad throw him last year?
Yep. So you've had the father-son thing, you've had the brother deal. Speaking of John, man, does he run when I come in here? Normally he used to sit in on the show when he's a hugely missed part of this deal. I enjoyed the whole strong side. Left, right, that thing, that whole skit you guys did. I missed that, man.
Yeah, he's
kind
one of those polarizing figures.
Is he?
Some love, some hate.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a hate group?
There is a hate group.
Wow.
For John, and but that's what I think you need.
I mean, I do admit that's why we leave this chair empty in his tribute, because that's where the big guy belongs. But I know he's a big-time sales guy now, and it is clearly harvest season, so it's time to go out and pull the crops in out of the field.
There we go. And he was just doing a little schmoozing before we went on the air today.
He was doing quite a nice job with some potential new clients, and John's he's a mover and shaker.
Ring the bell. He got another one on in today, so good job, John. All right. You can watch the All-Star game tonight?
Yeah, it probably will be the same deal where I will start watching it. Maybe it'll wane a little bit where I'll kind of lose a little bit of interest, possibly. It just depends, man. Like the All-Star game last year was a great game.
But I'm having major deja vu. So the All-Star game's always on a Tuesday. You join me on Tuesdays. I swear you called me about something last year. Was it about... It was pregame anthem something. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But I remember we had talked about something leading up to the All-Star game, and we talked on the phone that night. And we'll see if that happens again tonight about something.
Was last year Shohei starting pitcher and leadoff guy? Was that last year before? Was that maybe? I don't know.
Don't remember. But I don't know. I reckon I'll have it on or find something to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe a local program.
Yeah, there's some good stuff that we saw earlier that's streamed and available to be pulled up at any time. That's very, very entertaining. But yeah, I mean, I think the All-Star game, what a great night for sports. I guess you can go straight from the World Cup to the Major League Baseball All-Star game.
That's why I like the World Cup. It gives you an option. It bridges a little gap. What is the average height of an MLB pitcher, Mully?
I'm going to say 6'1.5".
It says 6'2", 6'3". That seems tall. But,
I mean, I was trying to hit the average and thinking there's a handful of 6-footers and a handful of...
Relievers are often slightly shorter and lighter, averaging 6'1".
Okay.
I bring that up because congratulations to Ethan Norby.
Yeah.
And again, like, we just don't see a lot of guys his height pitching in Major League Baseball. I don't know why. I always think of Scott Kazmir, little short lefty.
You know who Norby, Mike Hampton.
Mike Hampton's a great one, who could also hit.
Yeah. Mike Hampton's who kind of is the comp for me. Then you see on the other end of the spectrum with Gavin Van Kempen going, who is not so short. He's one of those 6'6", 6'5" guys. So he'll get a chance to go out and finish his rehab underneath the watchful eye of a pro team. So, congratulations to both those guys.
Your thought
with Joseph Webb.
That's right. Who's
undrafted free agent.
Going to get a shot. What's your take on Norby? What do you think his chances are of climbing the ranks?
You know what, man? It's the spin is elite on the breaking stuff. That will be the differentiator for him. Can you bet against somebody coming out of East Carolina? We've seen such success. It's almost like yet another thing that we're spoiled with as a fan base. And you're looking at a guy that had a really good season, but by his standards, not the season that we would have expected. But there were glimpses, and then you go back and look at the total body of work over the last couple seasons and even into his freshman year, but particularly the last couple years where, I mean, he was as good as anybody in the country most of the time. So, obviously he's got a fighting chance, and I'm sure he's excited to take this next step forward. And obviously everybody here will be watching very closely.
All right, Mully, from a novice here, I know there's obvious differences, but I'll ask you. Carson Wisenhunt and Ethan Norby are both lefties that came from East Carolina. Carson Wisenhunt 2-0 this year for the Giants, which he's pretty awesome.
Up and down. Yeah.
But what is the difference between those two guys as pitchers?
Carson's elite pitch is the changeup, and it's a Mickey Mouse fluttering butterfly changeup. It's as good as you'll ever see, and that's what his differentiator is. For Norby, it's going to be more, like I said, the breaking stuff, the true slider-ish looking pitch. So different styles. Different styles for both guys. And at that level, you've got to be able to pitch both sides of the plate. You got, in order to be a starter, you got to be able to pitch both sides of the plate and, kind of keep that thing opened up. And, again, it'll be interesting to see what if anything, as an additional secondary pitch, if they add to Norby's kind of arsenal there, what they go with. Is it going to be the kick change? I know we played with some last summer, and so but again, it's interesting. You get out there, although they do it every day at a very high level at East Carolina. It gets another gear when you don't have to worry about class, you don't have to worry about any of the other things. It's strictly baseball, and that's when a lot of the guys will make their kind of their final games, which will dictate what their plateau is.
Hunter adds Marcus Stroman to the small pitcher status list. I'll tell Jack Leiter wasn't very big, was he?
Hey, 6-footer.
Is it about 6?
But if you think back, there was Joey Devine, there was Billy Wagner. There's been a handful of guys that are under that 6-foot mark that have had long careers. I mean, Bartolo Colon, I don't think he was over 6 feet, maybe right at it. So yeah, I mean it's different. It's when you don't have the height to work with, the like the split finger, the things like that, from a down angle type pitch, they kind of that won't be his bag. But the different look, and again, if nothing else, you would think he would be extremely effective against left-handers.
I like to ask guys. I know we talked to Seth Simmons about it when he came on.
Seth Simmons, another undersized.
True.
Yeah.
And I asked, did you go to ECU as a closer, or did you become a closer? And he said, no, like everybody, he wants to start. Right. And that's at some point, all these guys are starters, whether it be little league or middle school, high school, whatever. But how about Ethan? He was asked to do different things during his time here at ECU. What do you think he projects as, Mully, in the beyond in the pros?
Again, if he could develop that solid third secondary, or I say third secondary, but that third pitch that he knows that he can go to, that opens up the possibilities of being, a guy that can go longer, which obviously, leans you towards a starting role. But, it's just going to be what they decide, works best for where the organization is and kind of what their needs are.
So why, John Smoltz became a closer, but why was he a starter? Why was Mariano Rivera a closer? Why was Mo Rivera not a starter?
I mean, I think at one point in his career he was, but he obviously very quickly went to the bullpen and became that closer role. Number one, that's a mentality thing too, right? To be able to pull that off, especially in Yankee Stadium at the level he did. But he had that cutter, man, and they knew it was coming, still couldn't hit it. And it just, it was a pitch that when you're in that role one time through the order, it's going to be pretty difficult to figure it out. So, it's just one of those situations where let's also face it, no different than the intent for Cliff Godwin to use Norby on the back end last year when they were wanting him to be a closer. It's really nice to only have to play a 7-inning game and give the ball to somebody that can get you into the clubhouse, that can close the door and kind of it's a turn out the lights kind of deal. So there's some value in that back end. I mean, that, I can remember back in my lifetime, in baseball, the advent of the closer wasn't necessarily it became a vogue thing when you go back to, Dennis Eckersley, when you go back to Dibble, I'm just trying to, John Rocker at one point was that elite closer. Those guys, they made that into a position.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a receiver. Is he a slot receiver? It's kind of what's the skill set allowing.
It wasn't always that way. It did evolve because at one point every starter just kind of went the distance.
Went on and went every 3 days, and they would be insulted if you had to give the ball to somebody. But as hitters continued to evolve, as the pitching mound was lowered, as all these different things happened, and offense became more prevalent, I can promise you this. That's why you see some of the crazy things you see in midweek baseball. When you look up and it's Johnny Holstaff, and it's tough as a hitter to every time you come up, you're facing somebody else, or they're, going to a specialist, or they're again making a move and going to a closer. I can't remember who we played this past year. It was a game I called, but they literally 9 pitching changes. They went one. Might have been State the first time through when they came here, went with all the, a ton of freshmen. I don't know if they went 9 in that game. Maybe it was 7, but there was a game that every inning was a pitching change, and it's tough to settle in against that.
Mully, doing some Googling here. Is it Bruce Sutter or Sutter?
Sutter,
I've heard it.
But I think you have heard it both ways.
While there's no single universally agreed upon individual, ESPN.com Baseball Reference bullpen point to Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter as the game's first true closer. 1979. It's got Hoyt Wilhelm, Raleigh Fingers, and this says in 1988, A's manager Tony La Russa further defined the modern one-inning closer role by using Dennis Eckersley, exclusively in the 9th inning when his team had the lead. What came first, Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn or Mitch Wild Thing Williams? I know Mitch Williams was early 90s, but Major League was in the 80s.
I think he was probably patterned off of Mitch Williams.
I would think so, too.
Yeah,
okay.
I would think that would be... but man, Mitch Williams was a dude, didn't worry about like that. That was the beginning of the end of like worrying about your follow through, being in a fielding position. His deal was like,
he was on the ground.
He's like, I'm going to throw a bomb. Why am I worried about fielding it? So, it's, again, we talk about it all the time, just another evolution of the game.
I think the Joe Carter home run, walk-off, he's like on his knees, like on the ground.
Yeah, he would like, I remember hit like his shin would get dirty from the way he would follow through. So
that's pretty cool. I guess I thought that this had been going on a lot longer than it actually has. Because now everything's specialized. In my lifetime, like the hold became a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the 8th inning hold.
Yeah.
Like here's our 7th inning guy. Here's our 8th inning guy. Here's our 9th inning guy. Like now it's everything.
Well, look, man, we've seen years ago, actually in Alex White's time with the Rockies, they tried the kind of the opener, and then they go like 5 innings, and they would never get a decision. They would, and they tried kind of a not pitching the staff backwards, but kind of that thought, hey, we're going to get an opener, and then we're going to kind of try to close with our quote-unquote best arms. And, it's everybody has to try to figure something out. And obviously, as you look at the Rockies, not the easiest place to pitch, although Mike Hampton had some success there, who we mentioned earlier.
Let's take a break. Can you do one more segment? Yeah. All right, we'll do one more segment with Mike Mullis. Do we have a penalty coming up here? Oh, yeah, I think we might, unless they say he was outside the box. Looks like Spain may get an opportunity for a PK here to take a 1-0 lead. We'll let you know what happens when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry Steakhouse.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Hey, Eastern North Carolina, Mike from SCI Technologies. Got summer travel plans, beach trips, long weekends, time away from home? Before you leave, make sure everything back at home is ready to go.
Imagine this. You're relaxing, miles away, and your phone buzzes. Not a surprise, not a panic, just a quick check-in. With SCI, you can arm your system, view your cameras, and get real-time alerts right from your phone.
So instead of worrying, just tap, check, and get back to your vacation. Because security isn't when everything goes right. It's for the moment something doesn't. SCI Technologies, protecting what matters, no matter where you are.
Dank Burrito on Red Banks Road is rolling the good, combining bold global flavors with chef-driven techniques to create flavor bombs you won't find anywhere else. From their classic jerk chicken to their legendary pork belly, they're serving up fresh tacos, bowls, and burritos that defy the ordinary. Order ahead at order.dankburrito.com or download the Dank Burrito app. Join Dank Burrito Rewards today to start stacking points and earning free food with every bite. Check them out at 108 Red Banks or drop into their flagship Dank Burrito in Morehead City while you're cruising the Crystal Coast. Dank Burrito. Stay hungry, stay dank.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Think downtown Greenville is hard to get to? Think again. The roads are open and downtown is ready for you. Come see us at Fifth Street Hardware, where you can drive right in for great food, cold drinks, and entertainment all week long. Join us Tuesday for Singo Music Bingo, Wednesday trivia with $1.25 wings, every Thursday for live music or open mic, then kick off the weekend with live music Friday and Saturday, plus yappy hours and fun in the repair shop game room. The roads are open, the patio is waiting, and downtown Greenville is ready to welcome you at Fifth Street Hardware.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. I always forget. That's not on Jackson. Certainly not on Shirley. A little bit on Avery. Mostly on me. Mostly on me, all on me. But Mike Mullis is here too, and as a good teammate, he'll take a little chunk over, right?
Nope.
Really?
It's all you.
I thought your teammate's under the bus.
I can't reach the dial. If I could have reached the dial, would he come back?
Fair enough. Spain gets a penalty kick goal. They take a 1-0 lead over France, 25th minute.
What's the deal with water in the field?
Well, so it's a hydration break for the players.
Right, so the field's thirsty too. So
they also water the field, but from what I gather,
slows the ball down.
They were doing. Look, this is indoors. I don't know.
Okay, fair answer.
I don't quite understand. Are they hoping the grass will grow a little more for the remainder of the game, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the field is being watered for.
And now this is in Dallas, and the other game is in is in Atlanta. Is that correct?
You know better than me, maybe.
And I think the championship game is in Atlanta. Is that correct?
No, the championship game is in East Rutherford.
Oh, it's perfect. I mean, seems like a natural fitting for high level football.
The soccer capital of USA.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not the American football capital of USA.
No, not at all.
Certainly for that.
Hey, I thought about you as I so often do, but did you see the new season of Quarterback has come out on Netflix?
I saw it was coming out, did not know it was out, and don't know if I want to watch it.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, wasn't a great year. If it was the previous year, I'd be watching it right now.
No.
But I'll probably watch it. I'll watch all that stuff.
I watched just a very little bit of it. I haven't gotten far along, but I did.
Sometimes I worry the more you see, the less you like somebody. But
it's kind of like Daniels, the making of the sausage.
Yeah,
you like the sausage, you just don't want to watch it being made.
But Jaden Daniels seems like a good enough dude, and but again, like injuries, bad year last year. But yeah, I'll check it out. Who else is featured?
Again, I've not watched much of it. I think Baker Mayfield was on there, but
that'll be interesting because he was riding high and then completely crapped the bed.
Yep,
late in the year.
Yep.
But it is a cool series. And
I think
the access they get.
Yep.
And to learn about their family life and stuff like that. Mully got the Open coming up.
The Open,
which is what golf heads call it, like myself. The Open. Any thoughts on the Open and who may win the Open?
Well, Chef missed his first cut in like 78 starts this past weekend, so you got to think he's going to come out and play well. He's not going to go. I don't think he's going to lay eggs back to back, but he's always so easy to pick. I mean, you always feel like he gives you a chance, and he is. If you like golf, he is theater on Sundays. He will if he's laying in the weeds anywhere near, you fully expect he's going to make a push.
It was Jamie, I think, yesterday who said we'll have to watch, or it might have been Jerry, I don't know. So we need to watch for the Bryson Slam. Has he missed every cut in a major this year?
You know what? He is so far off my radar. Yeah,
that's what he said. He's going for 4 for 4 missed cuts.
Never been a huge fan, and he's always look, man. You can't think that a human being can come out and swing the golf club as hard as he was swinging it and manage to maintain that as he ages. It's like he needs a pure reinvention of his game. And for a guy that was touted as the mad scientist and, has all the shafts cut to the same length and all the things, you would think he would figure that out, but you just can't continue to hack at it like he does. And again, as the body ages, no matter how good a shape you stay in, expect to be able to maintain it. You remember right around COVID, he lost a bunch of weight and really muscled up.
Yeah,
and, man, he couldn't play. He couldn't play dead in a Western, and he turns around and gains his weight back and found some of his game. But he's like a lot of those other guys that went to the Live Tour. They went over there. They got got a little complacent and have not been the same since.
We had Junior Smith on last week. Junior?
Junior's awesome.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Apparently awesome at golf. 8 handicap. He said 8 to 10. He said 8 at his best.
I know he works at it.
But I'll give him a 10.
I know he is work at it.
So I asked, Justin Hardy yesterday. I was like, you're still playing, but is golf something you want to pick up? And he said that his teammates try to get him to play a lot. And he said one day he will. He said kind of the opposite, I feel like, of a lot of folks. He said he can't drive for whatever reason, but he can putt. I feel like a lot of people are kind of the opposite of that. Am I wrong?
Well, I think it maybe do one or the other. I don't know. It's not totally unusual to have somebody, that can putt a little bit but can't get it off the tee box.
Yeah.
I mean, I will tell you, man, I was just telling this story the other day, not as it relates to Junior, but the last time I played in a Super Bowl event, Pirate Radio sponsored team, it was the illustrious grouping of myself, Troy Dreyfus, Brian Bailey, and Tony Collins.
Touchdown, Tony Collins.
And it was certainly interesting.
Now, Tony plays a lot.
I think Tony's playing more now. I think he was just getting started. Okay. And it was, at one point, I looked at him and I said, "Are you sure you played NFL?"
Troy could be good if he spent time on it, Mullis.
No.
If he practiced.
No.
Now, he told me he could be an Olympian curler if he trained.
I remember all that, and I would.
You don't think he's telling?
No.
Okay, all right.
That's the mind of only his.
And who was the other?
Olympics of one.
Bailey, how's Bailey on the course?
Bailey, he was fun.
I could see him being a fun.
Yeah, he's a fun guy to play with. But it was an interesting group.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually think we actually finished in the money somehow. So
wow. Jerry was the one that brought up the Bryson Slam. Yeah, that's something to follow, I guess, this weekend as they'll be playing the Open. All right.
Best thing about the Open is you get up and turn it on, and it's kind of on throughout the day. It's kind of a different pace, different deal from that standpoint. But again, man, so much of the PGA just feels like it's still lost a lot of its luster since the whole Live deal, and
it feels like that's coming to an end, right?
It is, and this is the last year. But it's interesting when you look at a leaderboard and you're like, man, unless it's a major or one of the big money tournaments, you're like, man, I don't know anybody up here. So, but I don't play as much, and I certainly don't follow it as closely.
Let's do a flip through, Mully. We got Phil Steele coming up on Friday.
Oh, okay.
We'll flip through. We'll give some thoughts on our first thing that comes to our mind with this school.
Okay.
Football, basketball. Maybe you visited there. Maybe you had a girlfriend there.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the football team a little bit. And we've got the
0 for 2. There we go.
Did them yesterday. Have already done them. Go Gator, the Florida Gators. Urban Meyer, Tim Tebow. A bunch of really bad stories that came out of there.
The first thing that comes to my mind, shove that whiteboard.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's. I mean, the
Kevin O'Sullivan.
The Kevin O'Sullivan, Parker Bird pay-per-view that never happened. That's it. When I hear Florida, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
I see Joakim Noah as well for some reason in my brain. Florida was 4-8 last year. They got a new head coach, John Sumrall, coming from Tulane. So hurts Tulane, maybe helps Florida. Interested to see how quickly he can turn around to 4-8. Their non-conference goes FAU, Campbell,
the Campbells.
Chris Haymeyer making the trip to the Swamp. And, of course, they go at Florida State the final week of the regular season. As far as the SEC big boys they play, which there are tiers. There's a lot of good schools, but at Texas, they get Georgia. It says in Atlanta, I believe. Wait, who plays in Jacksonville?
I think that used to be them.
Oh, here we go. As Everbank in Jacksonville renovates, the rivals will meet in Atlanta for the first time.
There you go.
Thank you, Phil Steele. And Oklahoma. So they got Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma back to back to back. Yikes. So like Florida, Mully, I guess I looked at them as an elite SEC school because in my somewhat formative years, Steve Spurrier was throwing it around and winning and won their first championship. And look, they've been at the top of the mountain with him and then with Urban Meyer, but kind of outside of that, they have not been the Bama, Georgia, even LSU. You know what I mean?
No, and I mean, again, a different year this year with we'll see what happens with Lane Kiffin at LSU. I expect that'll probably turn itself around pretty quickly. But you're right. I mean, they're still really, really good teams. It is still an incredibly strong conference, but it has maybe lost a little bit of its luster. And look, is it crazy to say? I think East Carolina goes into Alabama and gives them a game at least for 2.5, 3 quarters, and then it becomes bodies. Will East Carolina have the bodies to run with the SEC roster? But I mean, I feel like Campbell going to Florida is just like, okay, that's going to be an absolute massacre. I feel like this game, East Carolina and the Tide's got a chance to at least be an entertaining football game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, the line, last we checked, is upper 20s. And
I'd take the under.
Yeah, we take ECU plus the points there. Yeah. And again, like Blake Harrell's been involved in one blowout, and that was UTSA, and it got really, really ugly, 58 points. We talked about that yesterday. So the sample size tells me that like the defense can hang on and, can our offense generate enough first downs and points, you would hope, to, I don't know, just keep it from getting out of hand.
Look, man.
I think they can, Mully.
Based off of what I've read with this roster, man, I'm excited about football, and
I'm excited too. And that's not necessarily about that game.
Sure, but it's you look at a guy, again, a head coach like Blake Harrell and the what he's done and the person he is, and just how well he fits in this community, and it just seems like that's probably what his locker room is. I mean, I think it's a very specific culture and one that he has shaped around his personality, and I mean, I think the guys like playing for him, and obviously, when you've got a mixed bag of dudes from, have come in through the portal and different ways of getting to East Carolina, they're gonna want to play against a team like Alabama and show their worth. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it does stand a chance to be, if nothing else, an interesting game.
Jamie says the line 26.5 currently in favor of the Tide.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Mully says take the Pirates. All right, Mully, anything else going on?
No, man, just everybody's all the all-star teams are rocking and rolling, and man, the ladies will be here soon over at Elm Street to take over and get the World Series going down there. So that's always a lot of fun, and so it's kind of crazy. We're already halfway through the summer, more or less, and it's has flown by.
Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, man. Always good.
We'll do it again next week. Mike Mullis joining us, Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. We will take a break. As we do, Spain knocking on the door with a 1-0 lead against France. 38th minute World Cup action on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard and your World Cup date. Brought to you by Greenville United FC. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up hour number 1. Big hour 2 with Ben Wagner from the Baltimore Orioles and Luke Schwartz. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Happy 250th birthday, America. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil Ace Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and RentAFishTank.com.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Play ball!
Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Come on down to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everyone. Grab a bite with friends, relax on the patio, and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. The next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware, where great food and great company resides. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of Hour 1. Here's Clip.
All right, Spain 1, France 0, as we are approaching halftime. Semifinal action of the World Cup on the Bucks scoreboard. Major League Baseball All-Star Game coming up tonight. Last night, home run derby and major drama in that home run derby. Jordan Walker down to basically his final out, his final pitch. But if you hit a home run on your final pitch, you get to keep hitting until you don't hit a home run. And here is how it sounded, needing 3 to tie, 4 to win.
Here we go. It's one. Number 9. That is so impressive. Closer still with number 10. Wow. We are tied.
Jordan Walker, I believe it's 6 in a row, 6 home runs in a row at the end to defeat Kyle Schwarber and win the home run derby. We'll ask the younger generation, Jackson and Avery, the question we like to ask: do you care? Do you care about the home run derby?
It is one of the only baseball events I actually watch, believe it or not. I'm not the biggest fan of baseball, I will admit, but I genuinely like watching them just hit bombs over and over and over again.
So did you watch it?
I did watch it. I watched it.
I thought you were going to say no. I didn't.
No, I watched it at Sup Dogs at dinner last night.
All right.
It was really good.
Avery, I know you're not a huge baseball guy. Did you watch the home run derby?
I watched the end of it.
All right. You were into it a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just because of the drama?
Yeah, it was cool because Kyle Schwarber was on the Phillies and it's in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you had the home crowd behind him, and then Walker spoils the Philly crowd, which I always enjoy seeing happen. Will you guys watch any of the All-Star game?
No.
I might watch a little.
Do you watch any of NBA All-Star Weekend? Slam dunk, 3-point All-Star game?
Typically, no. Unless it's like Mac McClung is going to be in it, or like Aaron Gordon when he came back and he was like, I'm going to try to win it again. Like, I'll watch it if there's a premier dunker, but otherwise, no.
Do you wish LeBron had done the dunk contest? Would that have enticed you? Like at any point in his career?
Yes. I'm about to say at some point in his career, yes, it definitely
Not
would have
old LeBron, but young LeBron.
The Heatles LeBron, it would have been fun to see him in a dunk contest.
Young Kobe won a dunk contest, I believe. For me, the dunk contest kind of ended. Vince Carter, it was like 2000, put on what I think was the best show of all time. I know there's been amazing dunks since then, but that was, I kind of aged out of it at that point, and I didn't think I would see anything better than what Vince Carter did. Kobe won in 1997, so a very young Kobe won it, which I'm glad. I mean, I think the NBA would like its biggest stars instead of going to get a G League guy like Mac McClung to go dunk.
Where it's just a one-trick pony. That's all he can do. is dunk.
But I know you guys love Pro Bowl week, right?
What's that?
Flag football.
Oh, they still do that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Throw the ball at a target.
What a joke.
What should they do?
Well, no, actually, I have found it more entertaining now that they switched to the flag football. I just don't watch any of the extra stuff. The flag football is kind of entertaining to me because I just like watching them just goof off the entire time because it is kind of a joke and the players treat it like a joke. But I do miss every now and again Sean Taylor coming and just laying out somebody in a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but we'll talk to Luke Schwartz later. Recorded it earlier. He wants the Pro Bowl to go back to hitting people. I don't think you can play a fake pretend football game.
Yeah.
It's too physical of a game.
Yeah.
Like, just scrap the whole thing. I'm okay with that. I'm saying that as like a fan of a team. Like, I don't want my players on my favorite team to go get hurt playing in a meaningless game.
You know what I kind of want to see? I kind of want to see them do something like that one tournament that no one really knew about, where it was the U.S. flag football team versus like a couple of other teams of NFL players. I want to see them do something like that, where you have an AFC team, an NFC team, and then USA team one, and then throw the girls team in there, the girls flag football team, and just see how they do against one another. I feel like that would be fun. But
I don't know. I just think we're kind of tapped out on things to do with NFL All-Star games at this point.
Yeah.
Gabe said, Home Run Derby on Netflix is terrible. Bring back the old Home Run Derby format.
Shirley told us that this past winter is the first ever time a Cardinal has won the Derby.
Can you name? And you are not baseball guys, so you would just be throwing guesses against the wall. 2 different teams have had 4 winners.
Ooh.
One of them won last year for this team. If you were listening to segment 1, you may have heard us talk about it. But can you name the 2 American League teams that have had the most home run derby winners?
I'd say the Yankees.
The Yankees is actually correct, and they have had some random winners outside of Aaron Judge. Tino Martinez, Jason Giambi, and Robinson Cano were the other 3. And then this other team is an American League team. A guy won 3 times in the 90s, and then they had last year's winner. What team is that?
3 times from the 90s. Who was... I'm trying to think back to... My dad used to be a huge baseball guy. 3 times in the 90s. This would be right up his alley.
Wore his hat backwards. Sweetest swing in baseball.
Oh, the Mariners.
Mariners is correct. Ken Griffey Jr. and Cal Raleigh.
That's right.
The winners there.
Who won it last year?
Cal Raleigh.
Oh.
The big dumper. I know all that because it was a round of sports trivia last night. I will forget all that information by next week. It's kind of like cramming for a test. I remember it now, but will not remember it afterwards. Gabe says Super Bowl should go back to being 1 week after the conference championships. Huh. I don't know if I have a strong opinion one way or the other. I miss football when it's over, so I don't mind 1 extra week. I mean, hell, my team's never in it. What do I care? It's probably a brutal wait. I wonder how the players and coaches feel about that if you were to poll them. Would you rather have a week off or not as a viewer?
I'd like the old way back.
Just play it after the championships?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gabe says Cal Raleigh is the biggest one-year wonder in sports.
Is he not... Where has he been this year?
So
is he out, or is he just struggling?
He sucked, and then he was hurt, and then he returned. Let's look at his numbers on the year. Cal Raleigh. Also, I don't know, when I think of baseball, 90s, Brady Anderson went nuts with the Orioles 1 year in the steroid era. Now, Cal Raleigh hit 27 dingers, 30 dingers, 34 dingers, and then hit 60 last year.
Yeah.
So that is a pretty huge jump. This year, Cal Raleigh has 9 home runs, 29 RBIs. He's hitting 169. He's played in 65 games. So, biggest one-year wonder. I need to see a couple more years for a sample size.
Yeah.
Who are some basketball and football one-year wonders? Who comes to mind?
Jeremy Lin is a 2-month wonder.
Jeremy who? Oh, Jeremy Lin. I was thinking of Jeremy Lamb for some reason.
Hot take, Ja Morant.
Jeremy Lin was good with the Hornets.
He was good with the Hornets.
I know Lin's sanity was a thing, but like he was still a good player. That was one of the more random sports stories of all time. You've got this Asian fella from an Ivy League school being the best player in the NBA for like a 2 week, 4 week, like month,
period.
whatever. Yeah. Who else? I mean, Robert Griffin III.
My
Brandon Jennings. Play on the Bucks.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
Brandon Jennings.
Yeah, he had like a really good rookie
Yeah.
year.
Or Michael Carter-Williams.
Michael Carter-Williams had a triple-double in his NBA debut. He was Rookie of the Year, I believe.
Yep.
And then did nothing. Brandon Jennings played for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but he was only good as
Yeah, one good year. I think he was on the all-rookie team that year. He was third in Rookie of the Year voting. So he averaged 15 that year and then averaged 16, 19, 17, 15, 15.
I didn't know that.
This is the bad part about having the internet. I can call you out. If we're counting injuries and stuff, Robert Griffin III, Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely.
Redskins won the NFC East, and then it all went kerplunk.
You could say Zion Williamson. I call him a bust.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that way with John Morant as well.
Yeah, but he's not a one-year wonder.
His career's on the line this year.
He's a 2-year wonder.
Jamie said Daniel Jones, maybe. He said we'll see.
I wouldn't say that yet.
I think that's a good candidate.
It's a good candidate, but we got to see what
But
he does
right,
this year.
right. Yeah, we need to see more. Because if that's the case, you could say Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, you could.
But we're not saying that.
No.
Nobody's saying that. All right. Steve says, hey, yo. See if Jax can find that.
Hey, yo.
Gabe said there are talks of UFL having their opening weekend next year, the week before the conference championships and Super Bowl. Do the gif of the guy throwing up confetti.
Nobody's watching.
Woohoo. Sorry. If Rajay Harris makes his triumphant return, I'll watch, but not excited about that. Let's take a break. Gabe wants to be banned from the show forever. Is Jaden Daniels the new RG3?
No. No, he's not.
This is what he could have been.
I have faith in Jaden Daniels.
Let's go to break before I say something I regret.
We can come back to it.
Hour 2, Ben Wagner joins us, play-by-play voice of the Baltimore Orioles. Also, Luke Schwartz, WCTI 12. We got Bryce Williams, Pirate Radio Outdoors coming up. Hour number 3. More to go. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Whether you're joining us for lunch or dinner, Basil's is the place to be this summer. Stop by and explore Basil's new summer specialty menu, featuring fresh, bold flavors in every bite. Enjoy favorites like our fried green tomatoes, the ahi tuna salad, a delicious tuna sandwich, the crowd favorite seafood sensation, and more. Then cool off at the bar with an ice-cold beer, a glass of wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted specialty cocktails. And don't worry, your Basil's favorites and our full regular menu are available every day. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We we offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them, even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles away. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, order ahead on our app and put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com. UBE and Pireware.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at Pirateware.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Hungry? Get your fix at Dank Burrito in Greenville. Build your perfect burrito, bowl, tacos, or quesadilla with fresh ingredients and bold flavors made just the way you like it. Fast, fresh, and seriously delicious. Dank Burrito, where every bite is downright dank. Stop in today off of Greenville Boulevard. Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 2. Here's Clip.
I wish Mully was still here. There is discussion in the chat gang now about if Andrew Luck is considered a bust. I would certainly say no, he's not a bust. But I remember I called him elite one time, and Mike Mullis had a huge problem with that. And then Andrew Luck didn't do anything after that. And Mully wins again. Mully always wins. But Arch Manning's winning the Heisman this year. I'm going back in on my Arch Manning love.
You know, my dad keeps saying that too. I don't know why.
I'm just saying it because I need it to happen. I don't know if I believe it. I don't believe it. It's going to be probably somebody we're not even discussing.
No one even knows.
But yeah, just for the sake of arguing with Mike Mullis, I'm going to go Arch Manning wins the Heisman and is the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. All right, let's talk some baseball with Ben Wagner, who joins us. Thought it would be a good time to talk to Ben since he gets a little rest with the All-Star break, play-by-play voice of the Baltimore Orioles, and I had a chance to speak with him earlier today. Here's that conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, radio play-by-play voice of the Baltimore Orioles, Ben Wagner. Ben, good to have you back on. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, has it been a year already since we last chatted and tried to get this thing turned around here in Birdland? But all things are moving along as well as you can expect with a little R&R during this 3-day little All-Star break that we got.
Yeah, All-Star break for the players, and 162 gets long for the announcers, I'm sure, as well. So you able to take a breath here this week a little bit?
Fortunately, yes. And the crew is so good to deal with, both on the TV and the radio side. So they like to give us a pocket of time somewhere in the middle of the season to maybe extend the All-Star break. So I didn't work the Kansas City series, So I bolted, came down to a little beach cottage to get some R&R and recharge the batteries and then crank it back up. And for me, I always like taking 3 or 4 days off, little patches in the season when my schedule allows. And I always feel like I'm shot out of a cannon. And the good news is the All-Star break literally will turn into a sprint, because you come out of the All-Star break, you got the trade deadline, then all of a sudden it's August. You hope your ball club's in it, making a big push. You got some new guys, maybe some guys that you're also watching leave the organization by the time the trade deadline rolls around. And then you're counting weeks, you're counting games. It just feels like a flurry to get to the finish. So, yeah, I'm off, but I'm like, my mind is still running with all these different scenarios. So you never certainly power down, because it's a labor of love, when you're this closely connected to it. But you do appreciate a little break in the routine every now and again.
Sounds like you'll be ready to roll when the games get back going on Friday. And I guess bad news, not the first half O's fans want it. Good news, you're 2 games out of the wild card, so still certainly in the mix there. So how would you kind of summarize where we are now and the outlook moving forward for this Baltimore team?
I feel like the last 2 months, I'm going to say the same thing about the first week out of the All-Star break. Well, this is a big week coming up for the Orioles. This is a big week coming up for the Orioles. And This is a huge road trip. This is a huge homestand for the Orioles. It feels like I've had that on wash, rinse, and repeat now for about 2 months. But the cluster, or you could say even mediocrity, of the American League has created a lot of intrigue over the next couple of weeks. The pocket where you're 2 games out coming out of the All-Star break, and guess what? You're going against the 2 teams that are right there in front of you in the wild card standings too. Going to Houston, which the Astros are playing better, and the Red Sox have had a complete renaissance in their last 3 or 4 weeks. They're playing much better, and you knew they could pitch it. Would their offense get healthy and catch back up? And certainly going into the All-Star break, their offense looked like it was firing all cylinders. So it's another huge road trip for the Orioles, and you could come away really in good position with the wild card, maybe even claiming a wild card spot, or the 2 teams that you're trying to track down, if they've got successes against you, all of a sudden the math changes quickly for the Baltimore Orioles. But the inconsistency and health of this ball club is the reason that they're in this position right now. It's not where they wanted to be, certainly not where anybody expected it to be either. And we can hash into varying degrees of why that all happened, especially early in April. But the good news is you're still mathematically very much in this thing if you can turn it around.
Yeah, a lot of it too is about expectations, perception, and the reality of the numbers are what you are in the standings. But as a Braves fan, I feel like I should be grateful for the first half we had. Yet we've been playing terrible, and now the Phillies and Marlins and somewhat Nationals are on our heels there in the NL East, and it feels like it's all crumbling down. Yet we're in a good spot. So I almost feel guilty saying that, knowing O's fans wish they were in the spot the Braves were in right now.
Yeah, I wish they were above 500, certainly at this point. But listen, we both, in terms of our allegiances, you for Atlanta, me for Baltimore, we know that the juggernaut, more times than not, will be within the own division. And what you have to battle. There are a couple of major surprises, and in Major League Baseball, you look at the junior circuit, you've got the Chicago White Sox that are way overperforming. And then if you look at what's going on in the National League, unfortunately for your Atlanta Braves, the surprises are certainly the offense that you see in Washington, and a club that is over succeeding, by all intents and purposes. And then out of nowhere, where is Otto Lopez and the Miami Marlins? Like, come on. What is that team who look like they could ask a king's ransom going into the season with the pitching that they have, and knocking on the door of the trade deadline, and everybody's saying, well, they'll fade off, or somebody's going to bury them in the standings. Now all of a sudden they went from like having these coveted pitchers that are there. I don't know. I'd love to talk to Peter Bendix and a couple other GMs to see what really their projections tell them moving forward. Because from a fan perspective, certainly, and an outsider perspective, you got to be thinking like if you're in this thing, you got to push your chips to the middle and really go after it. And it might cost you some prospect capital, but it's prospect capital. You have to strike while the iron's hot and give that clubhouse an opportunity to win. And we're seeing that certainly within our two divisions, but what's going on the south side of Chicago and some underperforming teams right now, it's an exciting season.
Marlins led by my old Little League football teammate, Clayton McCullough, who was from here, went to East Carolina. Used to kick my butt in practice, and now the head man there in Miami doing a great job. And Connor Norby, unfortunately, has been sent to the minors lately, but he's been a part of their first half success, and of course came over from Baltimore. Real quick, Ben, do you follow the draft at all? Is that too far down the line for you, or did you keep up with what the O's did?
I know enough on the surface level to know what they did. I self-admittedly, I do not track the draft. There are so many moving pieces and so many questions. It's really hard for me to, in the bubble that is now my major league season, it's just kind of tough. That sounds like an excuse because it is. But, I know enough to be dangerous coming out of the draft about the guys. Hopefully we get to meet a handful of those guys too when they come to the ballpark, and we get to say hello to they usually invite a handful of guys to the yard. I love the draft. I do think it's a very exciting time. Part of my passion for the draft goes back to 20 years ago when I was starting in baseball in A-ball, South Atlantic League. Usually guys got drafted and I might see them the very next year.
Right.
So I always have an affection for players that get drafted because their life changes. You get a chance to play professional baseball. You meet the moms, the dads, the grandpas and grandmas along the way. And, you really can unearth some amazing stories in this pocket of their life. High draft choice or not. And the draft has certainly changed a lot over the last handful of years. I'm not certain, and again, I'm a loyalist here, but I'm not certain it's all for the better. But it is really exciting to see high-level athletes get a chance to live out their dream, and that's take the next step into professional baseball.
Ben Wagner joining us today, Pirate Radio Live. I've been talking a lot about All-Star, week and the Home Run Derby and how as a kid it was must-see TV. I loved it. My interest certainly waned over the years. And to me, I don't think it's gotten worse. I just think I've gotten older and, interested in more things. I will say, so I host sports trivia at a local bar on Monday night. So we had it on last night, obviously. And it's fantastic background viewing. And at times we kind of stopped and watched what was going on. But, man, if folks wanted to get back into the Home Run Derby, last night was the Derby to do it. First of all, the crowd in Philly, as much as I don't like Philly, was amazing. And the end was absolutely amazing. Schwartz putting on a show for the home fans, Jordan Walker answering and winning. And it felt like a really cool event. What did you think of it last night?
I thought it exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
I was a little worried that it would not. And I mean, I went back 5-6 years ago, watching Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit 90 home runs in that home run derby display, and just the new format and the tweaks. I'm not against changing, but I thought the tweak would really take a lot of air out of the balloon when you wanted to see a bunch of home runs. But it did create a lot of competition. And I think surprisingly, especially for the way the ballpark plays in Philadelphia, maybe some surprising, first round flops in that home run derby too, let alone then Harper versus Schwarber later on. That had its own appeal. And then the finale where Schwarber just, was basically left on the sidelines watching the crown get taken from him by Walker just continuing to hit meatballs deeper and deeper. His swing was so free and easy. That's the part that I loved, where it was down to his swing. You weren't worried about a stopwatch or a timer lapsing. If the guy kept swinging it and hitting home runs, he was going to keep swinging it and hit home runs. And that's another reason where it just exceeded the expectation for me. I was wondering, with fewer home runs, how would the show around the show be able to develop and like what Netflix was going to do, or they're going to be crazy things. You know what? Looking back and then just kind of rewinding it this morning a little bit and watching some of the recaps of the Home Run Derby, I was like, man, I don't know how they could have done it any better with a significant of change in format that they laid out.
I hope it's a moment that, kids will remember, because I certainly, when I think Home Run Derby, I think of Griffey Warehouse. I mean, that's like the first thing that comes to mind for me right there in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's, especially with Baltimore moments, right? You've got Griffey hitting the Warehouse. You got Cal homering, winning the All-Star Game MVP in the same year. I mean, there are some signature moments for the Orange and Black that even if it's not directly connected to an Orioles player, it is something Baltimore centric around it. And I think, especially with the superstar status, that the All-Star Home Run Derby has connected to it, it's definitely engaging younger fans. It's certainly good television. And you had what kind of like the old guard, the Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarbers of the world. But then, you mix in the Ben Rices, not exactly a household name across the land, and Jordan Walker, who a lot of people piled on over the last couple of years, kind of maybe not being this number one overall prospect. Is it not going to work out? Now, all of a sudden, he's had a tremendous season. And this is just another bullet on the resume for Jordan Walker with the winning of the Home Run Derby.
Been a couple more, and we'll circle back to those and wrap it up. But, man, it is a long season, a grind, a ton of work. You said it's a labor of love, of course. But once baseball's over, or even when baseball's going on, do you follow other sports, or are you burnt out? Like, will you get into football, basketball? Have you watched any World Cup? Do you have time for anything else other than baseball?
Yeah, I'm a big event guy. So the World Cup, certainly, and on the fringes, we were loosely connected to some of the hype. We were just in Toronto the week that FIFA went to Toronto. We were actually in Seattle when games were happening at Seattle Stadium, as they call it now. And then when we were in Los Angeles, we had that long road trip. So we got a heavy dose because Team USA was also staying in the same hotel complex that we were at. So it was awesome. It was a combination of hype around a big event in the World Cup, but also a point of pride and patriotism, which I love. I love the Olympics. I certainly love the World Cup. I love the dramatic way that games were finishing. I love the fact that the U.S. was scoring so many goals and really exciting team to watch early on until, of course, they had that really disappointing thud there a couple of weeks now, or at least just over a week ago, which was really unfortunate. So, yeah, I get into that. That's currently, front of mind because it's happening. In the offseason, I'll take a couple of weeks to really decompress. I never check out of baseball, though. I love the postseason. And whenever the Orioles season comes to a close, I'm going to be very much involved in whatever the postseason construct is. And, and loosely, I loosely will track, football.
Right.
I'm back into college basketball. I still love college basketball, but and then, man, if we're talking college basketball, in the back of my mind, the calendar's already starting to turn to spring training.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Ben Wagner joining us. Ben, I don't know the contract situations with Baltimore, but I know they have a lot of talented players that, if they are sellers, folks would be interested in. Again, they're only 2 games back of the wild card. So I guess, using your old phrase, this is a very important week next week coming up and the week after that. But as far as buyers, sellers, what do you expect the O's to look like come trade deadline?
Well, I'm going to go with what the general manager said. Mike Elias sat in front of everybody in the pool and in the media pool just the other day, and he said, we're in. And we're buying right now. And until you're out of this thing, I think that they have to push the pedal to the metal. And they've got a lot of phones are going to be ringing off the hook for Orioles. And I think you can get very, very creative. Even if you lose a major league piece, you can create space on your major league roster by getting maybe better. So just because you subtract at the big league level with one player leaving doesn't mean you're going to restock in another deal. I think this team can get really, really creative, and they've proven that they can. I think until the math changes, the Orioles have to be in it. There are a couple of things that they could do to balance out the lineup. You certainly would love to add a pitcher. I would love to see them add 2 arms into the bullpen, because Ryan Helsley, it seems like it's going to be down at least another month, maybe for the final push into September. But you have to still be there in September if your closer is coming back. And there's been some inconsistency as well in that bullpen. I'd love to see him just restock and get a couple of pieces there. But knowing that also there's going to be phone calls for Yunier Cano. There's going to be phone calls again for Andrew Kittredge. There's going to be a lot of phone calls for Taylor Ward. There are going to be some really interesting decisions for this Orioles front office to make in and around the trade deadline on how to get creative, improve, and hopefully you're improving your ball club because you're still in the race.
It's cool that just about every team, maybe outside of 2 or 3, are in it in the American League. So it's going to be a fun second half of the season, certainly. Ben, man, love being part of the O's family here at Pirate Radio. Like, there's a lot of things that have changed over my lifetime, your lifetime, but something about riding around in the summer, listening to a ball game, it's got that old school feel, and I absolutely love that. So keep up the great work on your end, man, and we appreciate you being a part of our team as an affiliate, and also appreciate you joining us on the show, and let's do it again down the road, man.
Well, it's absolutely my pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. The beauty of a summer baseball season is the consistency. To spend some time for about 3 hours every night together, whether it's the pregame show all the way to the final out. Never lost on me that we've got an incredible audience, an incredible network of stations as well. So reach out anytime and we'll continue.
Ben Wagner joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. We've got another Spain goal. I don't know if this is an upset, but a lot of people, myself included, had France winning this thing. And they are in some danger right now. 58th minute, Spain has just made it 2-0. And we will keep an eye on what's going on in the World Cup on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We will have more for you. Pirate Radio Live when we return. Luke Schwartz on Sports. WCTI 12 joins us after this timeout.
Cucinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Bryce Williams here, former ECU tight end and proud customer of Stroud's Marine. Boating season is finally here, and there's no better place to get your boat ready for the water. From tune-ups to parts and accessories, the team at Stroud's Marine has you covered with expert service and hometown-friendly care. So whether you're casting a line or cruising the coast, stop by Stroud's Marine today and let's get you boating right. Follow Stroud's Marine on Facebook and Instagram or visit stroudsmarine.com to learn more. See you on the water. Go Pirates!
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is ECU Hall of Famer Junior Smith, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's take it back in. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Bryce Williams. I haven't talked to Bryce in 3 weeks now, I believe. Will join us coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. We'll talk about the new one in his household and some pirate football topics as well. And right now, we will bring you my interview with Luke Schwartz. Talked to Luke a couple hours ago. Catch up with Luke and what's going on at CTI 12 this summer. Talked a little pirate football, a little all-star break, and more. Here's my chat with Luke Schwartz.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Schwartz on Sports, Luke Schwartz, WCTI 12. Back again. Luke, how we doing, man?
Hey, can't complain. We're inching closer to college and high school football season, so excited to get started.
Now you're spent some time in the great Northwest. How's a Northwest summer compared to Eastern North Carolina summer?
No humidity. That's the best part, is going back home and being able to wake up in the morning and not feel super heavy or drenched where the minute you walk out the door. It's the best part. I mean, I miss the landscape too because there's so much more hills, and I feel like I'm looking for a place to do hill sprints in North Carolina, and I'm just driving for hours going, nope, that's another field that's flat. Nope, not there. So it was great to visit back home, but happy to be back in ENC.
What we are obviously preparing for football season, doing a lot of previews, things like that, talking baseball here and there, World Cup. You know, you got a few things going on. What are you spending your time on local sports-wise this summer right now?
Every day is different, it feels like. I never have a plan, and I know that's bad to say out loud, but, you know, news is breaking, so got to make sure we're just staying on top of what's happening right in the moment. Collegiate Summer League Baseball, we have a lot of players that are from local teams here that are playing right now before they head off back to wherever they're playing college. Getting ready for the NFL, the CFL, of course, Tyler Snead balling out right now in the Canadian Football League. Justin Hardy, Freak Magic's been great to cover his highlights as well. Yeah, I mean, and just like little camps, little preview things, having guys come back. Cornell Powell was here for his youth football camp for the 5th year and a block party, the Marvin Jarvin 7v7. So you stay busy with things that are trickled in that happen that aren't, a day by day basis, but it's just once a week. And so previews and just making sure. So it's kind of it's definitely a charcuterie board right now. It's not like a consistent schedule of what you're gonna see on News 12, but it opens up the floor for more interesting and fun stories. And like 2 days ago, I put together a story on the Southpaw's president of operations, Dave Cacavaro, who is had a stroke last year, and just his recovery to get back and announcing the games and how that's helped his speech therapy. So it gives me the wiggle room to be able to do stories like that compared to when it's football season. You're just football locked in.
Exactly. Man, I knew Dave a long time ago when I first started getting into radio. So great that he's still around and doing all right. Luke, how about yesterday? We talked to Ethan Norby, fresh off of being drafted by the Cincinnati Reds, and also we learned that some more Pirates were returning. Davin Whitaker, Walker Barron, I guess kind of looked at their draft prospects, pro prospects, not what they wanted, so they are headed back to East Carolina. So a little ECU baseball news this week.
That was great. It was great. Where was I driving from? I can't even remember, but I just remember getting the little buzzer notification that said Ethan Norby going to the Reds. And we have our director is actually a lifelong Reds fan. And I said, hey, Daryl, what do you think? And he said, for all my life that I've been a Reds fan, we've always talked about how great our picks are. And then and they don't pan out. And I'm like, well, I said, hey, Ethan Norby's pretty good, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about it. And he said, hey, well, me too then. But happy for Ethan and, 2 Norby brothers to be both in the MLB is pretty crazy to think. Both went through the Cliff Godwin experience, but I think they're better off for that. And yeah, that's a good thing for the guys that are returning, to see that the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and to come back, play another year. And I mean, this is a Pirate baseball team that I feel like is a win or two away from a super regional and potentially the College World Series. I mean, back-to-back years you've made it to the regional championship game. That's a hard thing to do, but Cliff Godwin puts his guys in positions to succeed.
Luke Schwartz joining us. Luke, I'm a World Cup guy. I like it. I always say that if it happened every year, maybe I wouldn't be as invested in it. But every 4 years, I can give it some attention and some love and some viewership. So I've been into it this year. Even after USA drops out, I've been paying attention to it. And as we record this ahead of time, France and Spain will play later today. As this airs, they are playing as we speak. We've reached the semifinals. But are you a World Cup viewer? Have you followed it at all?
My soccer knowledge and fandom is pretty low, I would say. But because it's being ran on Fox through our station on YDO, I've had to keep up with it because we go live after the game ends. Yeah. So when the USA got done with their game, we were going on at about midnight to do our 11 o'clock show. So definitely have kept up with it, and it's been exciting. I mean, I was on my way from Spokane, Washington. Seattle was my next flight before coming back to Raleigh, and it was the Mexico against, oh gosh, I think it was England. Yeah, England game, and they had just made it 3-2, and it went so loud as I was walking through the airport because so many people were wearing Mexico jerseys, and with Seattle being one of the host sites, their airport was decked out with FIFA stuff. So it was really cool to see it that way compared to Eastern North Carolina. I'm not saying we don't have soccer fans here, but it's a whole different beast. out in Seattle. And so that was kind of a cool, like, all right, this is what it feels like, even though I'm not even at a stadium. But down to the Final Four, I mean, I'm not a betting man, really, but Argentina to go back to back would be kind of crazy. And Messi's just been on an absolute tear. It's been so fun watching. I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong, like Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
He's been electric, and Norway should be
Mbappe with
proud.
France. It's cool to see like the best do what they do without us having much knowledge about it. And then you see it and you're like, oh, okay, that's why they're stars.
Because you always see him with the NBA get their jersey swap, and you're like, who is that guy playing soccer? Swapping their jersey with one of these super tall NBA players, and then you're going, oh, okay, I get it. That's why they respect him, because he's balling out in his respective field.
Luke, we'll talk to Phil Steele coming up on Friday, the college football guru, get his thoughts on East Carolina, the ACC, college football as a whole. But we've been talking, previewing East Carolina and opposing teams here this summer. And let's get your mid-July thoughts on what this Pirate team could be in 2026. There's some pretty good expectations, I would say, for this ECU team coming off a great year and a half from Blake Harrell, and people are expecting that to continue despite really not knowing the Jimmies and Joes. We know the head coach and not a ton else. So what's your take on the 2026 Pirates?
Well, I mean, it's no surprise there's good expectations and predictions for this team, because Blake Carroll, ever since he took over, has exceeded expectations year in and year out over the last, I guess, year and a half, 2 years, so to speak. And when you end with 2 Military Bowl wins in a row, I really hope we don't go back to Annapolis next year. I don't want to make it a three-peat. I'd love to go somewhere else. But watching this team in spring, you could tell there was a juice, there was an excitement among the guys. And even though some had left and some had transferred, the core of that defense stuck around besides the guys who had graduated. And I love that QB battle. I really think compared to 2 years ago, where, the Mason Garcia and Flynn situation was a little like, I think these two guys are really going to be out there both playing throughout the season. I don't think it's going to be you're going to see one guy the whole time. I think you're going to switch it up a little bit and really throw a defense and give them a run for their money. I don't know. I feel like the tide has turned in a good way for ECU football, and I just feel like it's up and up, and I'm just super excited for the chance to play Alabama again. I mean, it's been almost 30 years since the last time they did, and that was a very slim loss in the fourth quarter, and the Pirates led basically the whole game. So I'm just excited to kick things off in Tuscaloosa and then get back here and play App State and hopefully get redemption on the Mountaineers.
That App State game is really the one I have circled. We got to beat those guys this year. Luke, you going to be at Bryant-Denny Stadium?
Gosh, I hope so. Brian North and I were talking about it. So we, as you know, do the Blitz High School football show on Friday nights. And so that airs from 11:05 to 11:30. And then we also have to tape one for YouTube. So that will go another 30 minutes. So we get done at midnight. And then we need to archive everything. But we might be able to get away with not archiving until Sunday, because what we would do is the minute the Blitz is done, we would drive. And that would be me on the wheel first, because Brian even said, he goes, this old man is usually asleep at that time. You're younger. You can drive a little bit. And so I would drive for the first half, and then he would wake up, hopefully, and then switch, and I would get a little bit of sleep. And then we'd get there like an hour before kickoff, go live in the parking lot, you name it, just so we can go. Because Brian, I'll give him credit because he's been doing this for almost 30 years now, and I've appreciated, one, his mentorship, but two, he doesn't have a tight leash. He just, lets me go and cover things, and I never feel like he's over top the whole time. But he even said, he goes, this is a bucket list game for me, and a stadium I've never been to. And he's seen a lot in his 3 decades of covering sports, but a chance to go see ECU play at Alabama, probably not going to happen again for a long time. And so I said, yeah, I would love to have that experience and a buddy to talk to on the drive, and no one better in the business than Brian North to share that experience with.
A great experience, and boy, that sounds pretty brutal, but what a story you would have, years down the road of traveling all night, all morning, little sleep, if any, and to cover great high school football and then ECU Alabama. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, I've grown up, just watching that Alabama team be really great. And also, too, I'm a diehard UW Husky fan my whole entire life. So to see Kalen DeBoer in Alabama, I would much rather see him still wearing that Husky hat, but it would be cool to see the coach that took us to a national championship a few years ago. And who knows, maybe pull off one of the biggest upsets in ECU football history. That would, it could happen. It could happen.
Anything is possible. Luke, we do Phil Steele flip throughs. I'm going to land on a team, and we're going to talk about the first thing that comes to mind when we see that school, and maybe talk about their football team a little bit, look at their schedule, look at some past. And today I'm going to flip through randomly and find Boomer Sooner, the Oklahoma Sooners, who first names, I guess Sam Bradford came to mind for me immediately. Adrian Peterson. I'm going back a little ways.
It's funny. I don't even think of the team. I think of Gus Johnson's legendary calls when the wagon's coming onto the field and he's just screaming on the microphone. Oh, there's nothing better than college football Saturday with Gus Johnson talking about Oklahoma.
I'm with you there. It was a make or break year for Brent Venables, and he made 10-3 for Oklahoma last year. Looking at the non-conference this year, we had a big discussion about this yesterday on the show. Will the marquee games continue, or will teams start to they're going to more non-conference games now? Will teams start to schedule just bottom feeders and try to help their playoff status, because they're going to play so many good teams in conference play? But this year you do get a Oklahoma at Michigan matchup week 2. So I'm hoping, Luke, that we still get these marquee games early in the year like that.
Well, for me, I'm going, you're getting a preview of what should be a playoff game. And I like that way more than seeing them play. I don't want to disrespect any teams, so I'm not going to say a specific team, but we know who the teams are that can't really compete with the top dogs. And when you schedule them, are you really benefiting yourself? Because I don't know. It's like, a few years ago it was the Florida State debate. Go undefeated and they miss the college football playoff. Notre Dame makes it and they have 2 losses. I will forever be a strength of schedule person over, overall record, because if you show up 13-0, but you played some C- class teams compared to somebody who really scheduled hard and they lost. Like if Oklahoma loses 1 game this year and it's against Michigan, I'm saying put them in the college football playoff, because Michigan, hopefully has a good season too.
Phil Steele has Oklahoma tied for 3rd with Alabama and the SEC. Georgia, Texas ahead of them. It's a crapshoot, but there is a pecking order, at least a little bit in the SEC. If you had to pick a champion this year, do you believe in Kirby and everything he's doing? Are you an Arch Manning believer, or do you go with your old coach with Bama or Oklahoma? Who do you like in the SEC?
I feel like you can never doubt Bama. I mean, they always find a way, but I mean, Kirby Smart has been fantastic, especially in recent years. I feel like the tide turned with Nick Saban leaving and Kalen taking over, and they're still kind of finding their identity without Nick Saban. And I don't think that's in 1 year you can do that. I think you have to take a few years. Maybe this is the year that they really settle into themselves, but who knows? I mean, so much hype went into Arch Manning going to Texas, and he has grown tremendously over the last 2 years that he's played. And so I am very excited to see how he does year 3, but I don't know. I guess if I had to say, I'd go Georgia, Bama, Texas in that order.
Georgia, Bama, Texas. There you go. Luke Schwartz joining us on Pirate Radio Live today. Luke, following any of, I don't know, NBA offseason, I asked Brian North, what team does Brandon Ingram play for when I talked to him on Friday, because the trade with the Clippers and Raptors was kind of in limbo at that point. Also, this happened after I talked to Brian North. Apparently, Eastern North Carolina native Bam Adebayo was involved in a bit of an altercation with Tyler Hero. So this is the fun time. This is like Real House Husbands of the NBA stuff going on here.
I guess so, yeah. I looked at Instagram the other day and everything just showed images of Bam and Tyler Hero, and I'm going, all right, geez, what happened here? Somebody threw a punch, and then I'm seeing Draymond Green talking about Udonis Haslem, and he's going back at Draymond, and it's just the weird times of the summer when there's nothing else better to talk about. This stuff starts to happen, but yeah. kind of a weird situation for Brandon Ingram, but you know, if the trade goes through, I think the Clippers are a good fit for him, and he's already played in Los Angeles before when he started his career with the Lakers, so he's, you know, known to that area. But I did like that Raptors team, and I thought, you know, they were a couple pieces and another year of experience away from a deeper run, just with how good they looked with Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett in that roster. But we'll see how Brandon can mesh, because he still never won a playoff series in the NBA. I mean, it's crazy. He's such a fantastic and dynamic player just as himself. But since his high school days, he has not won anything. At Duke, they got knocked out of the tournament. And the Lakers, the Pelicans, the Raptors, he's never made it past the first round. So he really hasn't found that team success since his high school days when he won 4 straight high school state championships. So maybe this is the team that he can do it with.
He'd be a perfect fit in Charlotte, I hate to say. With that
yeah,
resume.
that'd be great. Hey, we'll take him over here, make it a lot easier to go cover his games compared to taking a big old airline to get to LA.
Luke, as a kid, I loved NBA All-Star Weekend with the dunk contest, three-point contest, All-Star game. Loved the MLB All-Star game and the home run derby leading up to it. I've kind of just surmised that it's I've aged out. I don't think it's gotten any worse necessarily. I just think I think it's maybe more for kids. But last night we had the home run derby on at Sports Trivia. It's awesome background viewing just to have guys dropping bombs. There was a point last night where the home run derby was on and Creed was playing on the speakers, and it was like, God bless America, you know. But how about the drama last night? If people were on the fence and trying to get back into the home run derby, I think last night was a good one for them.
Oh, it was great. It was great. I mean, the craziest part, why am I blanking on his name, who won just now?
Jordan Walker, yeah.
Yes, Jordan Walker. $799,000 is how much he makes yearly, and he won $1 million for the Derby last night. So the fact that he made more in one opportunity compared to the whole dang MLB season is crazy. So, you know, for guys like him, he's ready to get signed up for an opportunity like that, because he knows that payout is far more rich than he gets all season long. So that was fun. That was good. I hope the same. I feel like it happened 4 years ago or so when they did it was the money for the All-Star game and the reaching the certain amount of points, like 126, and that was good. And, you know, I don't know, the Pro Bowl to me is gone. I can't stand the flag football. I want to go back to the hitting days where guys actually competed. So I can't get behind the Pro Bowl anymore. It's so boring to me.
Yeah, I don't think there is a fix for it. Honestly, as a Commanders fan, I don't want Jaden Daniels tearing up his leg in the Pro Bowl anyway. So I'm fine with scrapping that whole deal. I mean, one of the biggest highlights is Sean Taylor knocking a punter out. I mean, is that what we want? I don't know.
That's what you remember, because it was hard-nosed competition and people respect him. You know, rest in peace for having that moment and just going all out.
Luke Schwartz joining us today, Pirate Radio Live. Luke, always great to chat with you, man. We'll keep in touch as you guys start to get the pieces together for the Blitz, man. I guess high schools will be practicing here soon, right?
Oh my gosh, August 14th is the first game. I can't believe that because being from Oregon, we don't start our first football game until September. So the fact that games are already started that early in August is wild to me. But lots to be done, lots to get ready for. But, you know, Brian and I keep joking, you know, our slogan is the Blitz starts now. We're telling people the Blitz starts soon. Give us some time and we will be ready for it. But there's still a lot to be done and taken care of, but super pumped for another year doing the Blitz. Can't wait for more high school football.
Luke, appreciate you, man. Have a good one. We'll do it again down the road.
Awesome. Appreciate you, Clip. Same goes to you, my friend.
All right, Luke Schwartz joining us on the it was not the Turner Home Team live line, but shout out to the Turner Home Team anyway. He joined me on video earlier today, and good to chat with the WCTI 12 sports anchor. Let's take a break. We'll come back and have more for you. Wrap up hour 3. Got an interesting guest coming up on Wednesday that we'll tell you about. And also continue our football previews on Wednesday as well. Let you know about that. Wrap up hour 2. And Bryce Williams will join us hour 3. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This July, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. With $4,304 total due at signing, you can lease it now for $305 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, where your adventure begins. Price does not include tax, title, or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2026.
Recalculating.
You are now in the middle of nowhere. Well, not exactly. Welcome to Martin County, the middle of nowhere, but the center of everything. Just 80 miles from the Outer Banks, 90 from Raleigh, and less than 30 minutes from East Carolina University and the Pamlico River. Kayak the Roanoke River, dance in downtown Williamston, or just watch horses do their thing in farm life. So yeah, you could stay stressed, or you have arrived at peace. Martin County, get lost in the best way.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior 4-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming. The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. Now let's take it back in. Here's Cliff.
Short seg. Spain 2-0 over France. About 4 minutes left to go. And Spain going to advance to the World Cup final to face either England or Messi and Argentina. Who is the greatest NBA player from Spain? Avery? No? His brother was good as well. Yeah. What do you mean, yeah?
Well, I don't know if you want to go with Mark or Paul.
Pau Gasol is way... I mean...
Mark had a good career.
Okay. But who's
Paul.
Better?
Paul. Now that I think about it, Paul.
All right. Yeah, Pau Gasol was the answer I was looking for. Mark, also an all-star. Ricky Rubio, Spaniard.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Last night at Sports Trivia, I used Rudy Fernandez. Are y'all too young for Rudy Fernandez from the Portland Trailblazers?
Okay, I like that. I like that poll.
But used him. For France, I used a guy I absolutely hate. I can't believe he's still in the NBA. Started his career in Portland. Played for the Clippers last year.
Batum?
Nick Batum is still in the NBA.
You're not a fan of Nick Batum?
No!
He's a Hornet. Long-time Hornet.
He stunk.
Fair enough.
Actually had his career high in Charlotte somehow, unbelievably.
I feel like he's always been old, though.
And now I just turn the TV on every playoffs, and he's hitting a corner three, and it just pisses me off.
He's got to hit one. It's one every night.
Not a fan of Nick Batum, but still getting it done, making a whole lot of money. We'll take a break, come back. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live on the way. I will tell you who will be going to American Kickoff Media Day in St. Petersburg from East Carolina. I'll ask Bryce Williams if he remembers what two players went to Media Day his senior year in 2015. And I found a clip from that Media Day, very brief, that I'll play. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live, when we return after these words.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the Pirates fly.
This is proud ECU alumni David Bryce of David Bryce Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Bryce Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Truck buyers, Jeep lovers, and deal hunters, get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville right now for some of the biggest savings of the year. Drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 and save up to 25% off on 2026 Ram 1500s. That's up to $23,000 in savings. Get the best riding truck and the best warranty in the business at 10 years and 100,000 miles. It's the Make This the Summer event. Looking for SUV luxury and capability? Get into a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee and save up to $7,000 or lease one for as low as $459 a month. Ready for adventure? The iconic 2026 Jeep Wrangler is available with savings up to $8,000 or lease one for as low as only $409 a month. Hurry to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Greenville Boulevard or shop online today.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Lease offers based on 39-month lease, 10,000 miles per year with $3,999 due at signing. Tax tags and $899 admin fee not included. See dealer for details.
Rusty. It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's take it back in for the start of this final hour. Here's Cliff.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We got the Jackman. We got intern Avery. We got Shirley Rhodes. And we have to my left. Great to see you again, Bryce Williams, former ECU tight end. Now the proud father of 2.
Now the proud father of 2. That's
First
right.
time I've seen you since. How's everything going?
Good. Flowing right along. It's like I wasn't worried about number 2. I was like, I didn't know what to expect. But then, like, you get to it and you're like, but how do you raise an infant again? Just felt slightly like off. But no, it's good. She's a wonderful little girl. And
how does number 1 feel about number 2?
He was a little like, wait a second. What's going on here?
She don't live here.
Yeah, like he kind of pulled at your heartstrings. You're like, but I promise we're not replacing you. But shoot, now he's all about it. Like the toddler like touch, like he's like stroking her head and like trying to pick her up, and he's doing well with it. I think he's embracing it. We'll continue to enjoy being a big brother.
Awesome stuff. Bryce Williams back with us here inside the Pirate Radio studios in the First Flight Credit Union studio. Spain is a winner over France. France favored. It's not a huge upset, but I and others, I think many others, thought France would win the World Cup. Instead, it'll be Spain in the championship. Jamie said just went and grabbed Spain to win it, minus 156, only going to go up. They'll face either England or Messi and Argentina. Argentina and England coming up on Wednesday. So either way, a pretty good World Cup final. I think Spain is still yet to allow a goal the entire World Cup. Is that right?
Spain was just scored on in their previous matchup with Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Belgium broke it.
Belgium scored 1 goal.
Yes.
Okay. So they've allowed 1 goal the entire tournament, which is pretty dang impressive. All right. Good job knowing the signal there. We've got AAC Media Days coming up. July 23rd and 24th in St. Petersburg.
Nice.
American Conference kickoff. East Carolina will be represented by head coach Blake Harrell. Jackson, would you like to guess what offensive player is going from East Carolina?
Give me Brock Spalding.
Did you see this?
No, I did not.
Brock Spalding is correct.
Nice. All
right. Good context clues using a returner and maybe the most productive returner on offense, Brock Spalding. How about on defense? A defensive lineman.
Ryan Roseborough?
Good guess. Josiah Robinson will be representing East Carolina at American Conference, the American Kickoff, coming up July 23rd and 24th. Jack, he got us pumped up yesterday. He asked, "Are you boys pumped today?" Pump up Bryce. You get Bryce going if you can, Jack. Bryce, trivia question. Your senior year. First of all, I'll ask a question that I know the answer to. Did you represent East Carolina at American Conference Media Day in 2015?
Sure didn't. Sure did.
What offensive player represented ECU that year? Who would you guess? This is 2015, so
I don't.
No Cardi Party.
No. Who did not represent us in the offensive room? More offense.
Jackson has a guess.
I do.
I don't remember. I thought I would have been cool to represent it, but I can't remember.
Jackson, who would you guess?
Give me the all-time receptions leader, Zay Jones.
Zay Jones.
Because I was expecting a senior. Never mind.
Because I guess that was his junior season.
Yeah.
Zay Jones was on the offensive side. How about defensive side?
Ooh, this is 2015?
Oh, I know that. This was Zeke.
So
that's what I wanted to say.
I would have assumed that Zeke was there, right?
I think so. I think it was Zeke.
But he was not at Media Day. This is the guy from my neck of the woods. I don't know where he lived, but it might have been near the level or the coasting because he went to high school out that way.
For defense?
From Winterville, North Carolina.
Oh,
Blank.
Monteith. Overton.
Oh. I didn't know. I forgot he was from Winterville area.
Yeah.
I did too.
I have and I know that because I looked it up today on YouTube and found a clip. And I guess everybody was imitating their coaches. So I got a clip of Zay doing a rough impression here in just a second.
Running back Maxie Lorenzo, he's from Connecticut, so they say like guy a lot. Like, yeah, guy, come on, guy, let's go, guy. Squints his eye, leans to the side, and goes, you good, boy? You all right? Everybody doing good? So that's kind of my Coach Ruff impersonation.
Oh, I thought Zeke was there.
No, Monteith. You good, boy? Hey, it could have had more gruff in his voice, but that was a decent impression. Zay and Monteith at 2015 Kickoff Media Day. Not even Kurt Benkert. That's a little surprising.
Yeah.
Unless they knew he was going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And change the course of Pirate football forever.
Yeah.
Jack says there better be Mountain Dew in that Bojangles cup or you ain't from Greenville. Well, I'll say this. It's not Mountain Dew because I like to watch my figure.
Exactly.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Dew.
Yep. Because if you drink diet drinks, you can eat anything you want and stay healthy.
Oh, for sure.
That's
how it works.
That's how it works. Bryce, we got the Phil Steele magazine in. Phil Steele will join us.
2026.
Coming up on Friday. Oh, I forgot to mention to y'all, a cool guest we'll have on. Did y'all see the clip we posted and saw it posted a lot of places? A stand-up comedian was doing his act and started talking to a guy in the crowd. The guy in the crowd said he was from Greenville and went to East Carolina, and the stand-up comedian said, I went to East Carolina during the Skip Holtz days, and they did Purple Gold.
I thought that was cool.
He will join us. That stand-up comedian will join us on the show tomorrow.
Oh,
that's
dang.
awesome.
His name is Jared Waters, and we'll talk to him coming up on a Wednesday.
Well,
so
that's cool.
Excited.
So tomorrow.
Shirley helped me line that up. Yeah.
Nice.
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, it's like,
why'd you do that?
It was kind of like, well, it's tomorrow. Not, I guess I was just looking at it like,
this show kind of sucks, but just wait till tomorrow. Is that what you thought I was saying?
No.
What did you think I was saying?
It sounded like you're saying, on Wednesday, like it was so far out. But I was like, what's tomorrow?
Okay. I see what you're saying. Now, Troy put it in my head for years to say the day because we used to have the morning replay.
Yeah.
So I'd say coming up tonight to the point where it annoyed me. I'm like, dude, the sports are on at night. Like, I'm going to say tonight.
Yeah.
And
I get the Wednesday thing because someone could have not, there's no messing up when you say the day.
Coming up all the way Wednesday. I'm sorry you got to wait so long. We'll talk to Jared Waters. Also, another opponent preview, Jim Lighthall, the play-by-play voice for USF. How about Jim Lauk has called every USF football game in their history, and he retired after last season.
Wow.
So we'll talk to Jim Lighthall, who has taken over for the Legend.
How many years is that?
Let's check it out, Bryce.
A lot. I know it's a lot, but
USF football seasons. They started in 1997.
Oh, really? Thanks to them.
Yeah.
Fairly young, I guess.
I know, and kind of stinks that we've been playing for so long, and they have been playing since 1997, and they were ranked their second year of playing football. That's stupid. That's really crazy. But we will talk some South Florida Bulls football with Jim Lighthall coming up on Wednesday. Bryce Williams. Bryce, we talked about it a little bit earlier today, East Carolina, Alabama, the opener. We've talked about the line this summer a little bit. Do you know the official number? Did we talk about it?
I think we did briefly. It was either 14 or 21?
26 and a half.
I feel like, did it go up?
Nah, it's been around there.
26?
Yeah.
4 tugs,
Yeah.
Ish.
And again, like I like to think we can hang around. The only time we haven't hung around in the Blake Harrell era was last year at UTSA. Do you know how many points we gave up in that game?
I'm gonna go.
Let me refresh your memory.
52.
58-24. That's just one that got away.
That was definitely one that got away.
It got way away. Well, can we keep the Alabama game? Can we play them close in the second half?
Yeah.
Can we be in the game? Can we have a chance to win?
Of course.
Like you guys did in the swamp. That's another. Like we've had chances at South Carolina before. We've been on the road against SEC opponents and had chances and just couldn't cash it in. The Pirates have beaten some bad South Carolina teams, but I'm thinking more. 20? Did you play in any of the South Carolina games? No, Scotty Moe. First year, I believe, was South Carolina and kind of had them and lost to them.
I was there. I think we played them 13 at the state. Let's
look at ECU.
At South Carolina.
South Carolina history in football. I
think we could have won that one if we.
Pirates are 5-15 all time. What was the one where they just ran and ran? Was that 2014
game? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, if we had a key situation in defense.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we've talked about this.
That one. I feel like that would have been a total different. I think it would have been.
If y'all had a certain monster from the swamp.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Oh, man. 100%. Because we were figuring it out. And I think we were driving pretty good. I don't know what our offensive.
What's that guy's name? Mike Davis was the running back. They just gave him the ball for the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I want to say I ended up coming across him in Seattle, and of course I had to talk to him about that.
Let's see, individual.
I said,
you lucky punk. Mike Davis, 18 carries, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I swear, 8 of those carries and 50 of those yards were in the last quarter.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So for East Carolina that day, Carden, 32 of 46, 321, a touchdown, 2 picks.
Yeah, the 2 picks. But we threw for 321 yards.
I'll tell you another thing that stands out.
A rush. Hardy.
No Bryce Williams.
Yeah.
Jimmy had a catch.
I think there was a situation where I was open. And I was like, what the heck?
Justin, 11 for 133. Cam Worthy caught a touchdown. And on the ground, tough to run against those teams. Breon had 58 yards, had a 44 long. Chris Harrison, 35. But that's a man. I do remember that one because y'all had him had a shot. Crazy. And then in Moe's first year, lost 20-15. Had a chance to win that one. Wasn't there several turnovers where we nearly scored?
I feel like it was at the game I'm thinking of. It was either that or the state game. We were in the red zone. I don't know which one it was, but I think there was a situation.
And another frustrating one right here at home. Pirates losing 20-17 to where South Carolina. This is one where we just could not do much on offense, if I recall. Holden Ayler's 11 of 24, 77 yards, 2 interceptions. Just nothing offensively, but they didn't do much offensively either. And just a struggle all around. So there you go. So, hey, why not just go win the biggest game in ECU history at Alabama?
They had a pick 6 in that last South Carolina game, too, off of Holton.
A pick 6?
Pick 6 to put them up.
Those hurt.
That they do. Jack says, can't wait for the Pirates-Bulls game at Dowdy this year. Going to be a good one. That is going to be a Thursday nighter, I believe. Friday nighter. November 6th at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. Jamie says, Don Fisher has been the play-by-play voice at IU for basketball since 1973. Jeez. Longer than we've been alive.
By 20 years.
It's a long time. Again, Bryce, game I got circled. Appy State.
Yeah.
Got to beat them boys.
100%.
Got to beat them boys. What's the what are you doing at this part of the football calendar as a college football player mid-July? You're still what, a couple weeks out from
a few weeks out from you're like a couple, like maybe like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks left from fall camp. So you're probably wrapping up your last little bit of workouts and things like that and your team activities. I think we had a little stint of kind of we could go home. I think they gave us a break before we got going again, but my memory's kind of faded from the exact, but I think it was like August 1 they started moving into the whole dorm thing. But man, that was fun. I can remember like it was yesterday.
Wish you could go back. Bryce Williams joining us. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some Pirate Radio Outdoors. We will talk about some more topics. We'll do a flip through with Bryce Williams and talk about another college football team randomly.
Anybody?
See what's going on. Spain knocking off France in the World Cup. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard 2-0 that final. World Cup update brought to you by Greenville United FC. More with Bryce Williams on a Tuesday after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Is your car making strange noises or that check engine light still won't go away? At Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service in Greenville, we take the stress out of car care, from quick oil changes to full service repairs. And diesel truck service too. Our certified technicians deliver high quality work without the high dealership prices. No guesswork, no pressure. Just honest, dependable service to get you back on the road with confidence. Don't let a small issue turn into a costly repair. Stop by today or schedule your service now. Bell's Fork Truck and Auto Service, keeping Greenville moving.
Happy 250th birthday, America. It's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tavor 7, Zion 25, Galil H Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't. Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. And we buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina, where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from auto, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of our local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's take it back in. Hey, here's Cliff.
Bryce Williams. Did you have one?
Oh, I had one.
All right.
I had one.
I had donuts in the back.
Gosh. Man.
I think Bryce wants to be fat.
God, you ain't
What's wrong with that?
Well, a lot of things. Heart issues and
diabetes.
I can't dunk. That's a bad part of being fat too. Can't dunk.
Could you dunk when you were skinny?
No, but I've never been skinny.
Oh,
so that I can use that as an excuse. I could dunk if I wasn't fat. I could dunk.
I'd love to see that.
I would too.
I'd love to see that.
You know what? That's my New Year's resolution. Starting today.
Dunk.
Bryce was asking. Bryce has. We all have like fantasies in life. It could be about a number of things. Bryce's fantasy, and just to hear him talk about it, they said, I'll say it. These were his exact words.
Okay.
He had a jug of milk. I don't know what a jug is. What's a jug, Bryce?
Okay. Just a jug. Pitcher.
All right. Big old pitcher of milk and a dozen donuts and a movie.
Okay.
That Bryce acted like that would be his.
I'd feel absolutely horrible after I finished them.
But during it,
I'd be so happy. I'd be happy as a clam. My blood sugar wouldn't, but I would.
And he asked me if I could take down a dozen. And this sounds crazy, but I'm more of a eat way too big of a portion of the meal savory guy than I am a sweet guy. So I guess if Bryce and I were sharing a large pizza and a dozen donuts, I would eat almost the entire pizza, and I would let you have the donuts. Would that? And maybe we'd be okay.
Yeah. Could I at least have like two pieces?
You can have two.
I'd be curious who, if you did a poll, who would rather overindulge in sweets or savory? I kind of feel like it's just a level. It's just a level. It would just end up
50-50?
50-50.
All right, Jackson. Large pizza, dozen donuts. That's our food for the evening. What are you having more of?
I gotta go donuts. Simply because I've only had maybe 2 donuts in my entire life, and they were both.
I forgot he's got the food thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's got a food thing.
So I've got celiac disease, so I can't have bread.
Oh, thanks. You can't eat pizza either.
Nope.
Dang. So
I'm drinking the milk. That's what I'm doing.
Maybe we
I'm
should
drinking the milk.
poll him.
Yeah.
Avery, pizza, donuts, savory, sweets. What are you more inclined to overeat on? Because you're a fat guy too. For those of the people that don't know Avery, just a
massive
300. What are you, about 3 bills?
350.
5'2", 350.
Avery is skin and bones. What do you eat more of?
I mean, I could definitely take down more donuts.
There we go.
And that's what you would want to do?
Yeah, probably.
As your want? All right. Okay. Team Sweet is leading right now, Bryce. Jamie wants to know, why are clams so happy?
You know, do you think it's just because they're just chilling on the bottom of the ocean, letting the current flow through their filter? I don't even know. I don't know what you would call it. Through their crack?
Clams are happy. Okay. Oh, wow. So happy as a clam is a shortened version of happy as a clam at high water. Clams are safest from predators and human harvesters when the tide is high and they are deeply submerged, making it their most secure and contented time.
Nice.
How about that?
Tell you what.
How about
happy
that?
as a clam in high water. Now I'm going to finish that out.
In high water. Somebody's going to say, what do you mean? And you're going,
take a seat. Let me tell you.
Here, have a donut. Let me tell you. Let me explain this to you here, buddy. So there you go. Thank you for asking the right question, Jamie. Now we know the answer to that. Before we go Pirate Radio Outdoors, let's do a flip through. So, Bryce, first thing that comes to mind, well, here's a pretty good one. When you hear Ohio State, what's in your brain right now? Donuts. I know.
Yeah, donut. Probably Nick Vanette, the guy, the tight end I kind of was in the draft class Senior Bowl with.
The Ohio State lost to Miami last year. It's a 9-point favorite in the playoffs, and will probably be back there again this year. Finally got over the Michigan bugaboo, but lost to Indiana in the Big Ten championship. Ohio State, let's look at their non-conference. They have a marquee game week 2 at Texas. Outside of that, they play Ball State and Kent State. Do they play any big guns in the Big Ten? Of course, they close the season with Michigan. Outside of that, they have Oregon at home. And do we count USC as a big-time team? They go to USC. That'll be a good Jersey matchup.
Yeah.
USC at home in their reds against Ohio State in the whites. That'll look pretty on TV. Also at Iowa. So Ohio State's looking at another at least 10 wins. At Texas, at Oregon at home, they'll probably be favored. At Texas, they might be underdogs. I don't know. Well, we'll talk to Phil Steele about what the pecking order from Ohio State. My favorite Buckeye, got to be Terry McLaurin right now. Old school, Eddie George. He's loved Eddie George.
He was Eddie George. I remember him.
Great running back.
Because he was throughout my not the Pop Warner, but like my community football league.
When he was in the pros?
Yeah, so I was like running back, and that's why I was number 20. No,
27?
No. Well, I do remember Eddie George, but 22 was Emmett Smith.
Yep.
And I remember being 22, it was for that, but I remember Eddie George. There was like a Sports Illustrated my brother got, and I was talking about Eddie George's hands. You know, his hands were all scarred up and everything from obviously the defenders trying to get the ball. So I remember that. I remember reading that article, and I think it was Sports Illustrated, and his hands were just scarred up.
He is currently the head coach at Bowling Green.
Huh.
So Eddie George, head football coach for the Falcons. Bryce, if I know you don't know much about it and who the quarterbacks are and who's for who, but Indiana wins it last year. First of all, what kind of encore will the Hoosiers have? So they lose their quarterback. I think they had 8 players drafted, but Kurt Cignetti is a winner. They are picked again, you know, at or near the top of the Big Ten. Phil Steele's got them tied with Oregon and Ohio State for first. So basically, he's saying it's going to be one of those 3
Oregon?
to win it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Like, can Indiana repeat this, or was it a flash in the pan?
I'm gonna just, for the sake of entertainment, I'm gonna say it was a flash in the pan.
Knowing their history, I would say that. Knowing their coach, I'm a little reluctant to say that because I do think he is a really good coach, and they won with they won with guys he brought from James Madison and won it all. Yeah. So, but a lot of it comes down to the quarterback play.
Yeah,
he had a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. Did he? How much is he responsible for that Heisman Trophy winning quarterback? Or quite a bit, I would say. But we'll see. But as far as a national champion this year, Bryce, you got the usual suspects. Ohio State, Notre Dame is expected to have a really good year this year. Georgia, of course. Or could it be who would an Indiana-like champion be? Would Oregon be an Indiana-like champion since they haven't won one?
No, because they've been so many playoff appearances. They just can't get the job done.
Yeah. Let's pick who would have random. I've seen some BYU wins the Big 12. Yeah. BYU would be somewhat random, even though they were top 15 most of last year.
The Texas flashback to my high school days with Vince Young.
That was the best championship game of all time, maybe, Bryce. Vince Young and Reggie Bush, USC.
I remember where I was watching that game.
And Vince Young ran it in for the championship. But Texas and Arch Manning supposed to be up there this year.
Is he a junior now?
What is Arch? That sounds about right.
Did he redshirt under what's his face? Dolphins quarterback now, Quinn Ewers. Did he redshirt under him?
I believe so.
So then he would be a sophomore.
Arch Manning. Oh, that's right. You're saying playing 1 year. Listed as a redshirt junior.
Redshirt junior.
Redshirt junior.
Which son is he to?
Cooper.
The non-NFL.
Yeah, the older one.
The oldest one. And then Peyton's got a boy. Where's Peyton's son?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't think he's in college yet. Peyton Manning's wife had fraternal twins, Marshall and Mosley. Marshall is a rising football prospect, class of 2030.
I'm confused. Was there a Marshall Williams and a Thompson? Wasn't it Manning?
A son named Marshall Williams and a daughter named Mosley Thompson. I guess that's their middle names. Because Manning would be the last name. All right.
But why wouldn't they put Manning?
I don't know.
I'm perturbed.
Marshall Manning. Sounds like Marshall Mathers.
Just a little bit.
We got a 5 hour ago story. Marshall Manning, the son of Vols legend Peyton Manning, worked out with NFL QB from a rival SEC program. Why don't you just say who he worked out with? Who'd he work out with? But Marshall Manning attends a Bo Nix camp in Alabama.
Huh.
I've seen like some of his dropbacks and stuff, and he's got like the Peyton Manning like mannerisms. It's crazy. I think here's a video, Bryce. Let's see. Now I gotta get to another website. Now I gotta click on this. Goodness gracious! Oh, here we go.
Throw it to the.
Just like regular. All right, here we go. Let's see. Roll out. You got to remember how young this kid is, too.
Yeah, because he's only what?
Heaving the ball like that.
So when he's a class of 2030, of college, I guess.
Is that college or high school? Because if that's,
I'm wondering.
If that's college, he's in college.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Marshall Manning High School. Marshall Manning's son goes viral at high school, 7-on-7. So he's in high school, preparing for his 9th grade season.
God.
He's got his recruitment's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Gunnar Rivers is going to Raleigh in 2027, I want to say.
Gunnar Rivers is going to Raleigh? What does that mean?
Philip Rivers' son is going to state.
Okay.
He's committed to him. Or as Mully likes to say, tethered, what is it? What did Mully call it the other day since he hates commitments?
It is a...
tentative agreement.
Yes, a TA.
The TA. Tentative agreement.
Tentative agreement.
Yes.
We're not using the word committed anymore. because nobody honors their commits.
That's true.
Yep.
So
I believe that.
a TA.
He will be the CJ Bailey replacement for the Pack.
That's pretty cool. I like the legacy acts when they return and go to their school. And the Mannings have been dispersed. You had Archie Manning at Ole Miss.
Yep.
Eli at Ole Miss.
Yep.
Peyton at Tennessee. Arch at Texas. Where's Marshall going to go? I think Marshall's got to go Roll Tide or Georgia or something.
I want to see him go to Auburn.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it would be fun.
All right. Bryce, let's go Pirate Radio Outdoors. Now, you've been indoors, I would say, quite a bit. Although, you must have been outdoors one day, because I did get a text from my daughter. I guess they rode by and saw the baby outside somewhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been more so family recreation. I think was I on the show? No, I was on the show where me and Anna went on the boat when she was 40 weeks pregnant. I think it was. So we did there. So, I mean, yeah, so it's been on pretty much baby duty for the whole time. And this is kind of, someone else was enjoying the outdoors on the water. I had to have been that day. I meant to bring it up. And I'm driving through the waterfront and I go, man, that dude looks really familiar. I think our man John Gilbert's a boater.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was like, that's got to be him. It was in a Grady White. Of course, I was like, we kind of looked at each other, and I can't remember if he really is familiar with me, but I remember going, I was about to yell John, but I was kind of like hesitant. Like, is that really
you
him?
Don't know for sure.
But honestly, I'm about 100% guaranteed that was him. I thought, well, hot dog. He's enjoying the water and on a nice old Grady White.
Do kind of a wave or scratch your head.
Yeah. But not too much, right now. But we'll get there. I think she'll get stir crazy here in a little bit and be ready to do something. But I've actually been like tying drum rigs, at least just preparing when I get the opportunity. So just kind of fiddling in the shop with all my fishing gear and maintaining the boat and all that jazz. So
piddling and fiddling.
Yep.
How about like hunting wise? I know we're a ways away, but is that August or September? It's around football season,
September.
Right?
Yeah, it'd be like the second weekend in September, I think it'd be, because we'll have dove come in and then deer will soon follow.
Deer time.
It's back at it. I haven't told Annie yet, but every weekend I'm hunting. So
well, they are everywhere. You ain't gonna have to go far. I swear, they are all over the place.
Oh, yeah, that's what's wonderful about Eastern North Carolina.
All right, Slim, we'll let you get back to the homestead.
Yeah.
And take one for the road, man.
I can't. Oh, man, jeez.
Stop at the store, get you a milk.
Oh, man. A little mayola.
A little mayola. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. Thank y'all for having me.
We'll take a time out, come back. Look, I was going to say, look at what's going on in the world of sports, but nothing. This is one of the worst sports days of the year. Tomorrow is the worst sports day of the year.
Uh-oh.
Nothing going on. We got the Major League Baseball All-Star game tonight. We got a World Cup match tomorrow, but kind of silent on the We'll be back after this.
What in the world?
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior four-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972. or go to morganprinters.com.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Whether you're joining us for lunch or dinner, Basil's is the place to be this summer. Stop by and explore Basil's new summer specialty menu, featuring fresh, bold flavors in every bite. Enjoy favorites like our fried green tomatoes, the ahi tuna salad, a delicious tuna sandwich, the crowd favorite seafood sensation, and more. Then cool off at the bar with an ice-cold beer, a glass of wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted specialty cocktails. And don't worry, your Basil's favorites and our full regular menu are available every day. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is closer than you think, right outside your front door. With service from American Airlines, you're now connected to destinations around the world, all from PGV. Skip the long lines. Avoid the congestion of larger airports. Fly local and enjoy a faster, easier travel experience. Whether it's business or your next getaway, Pitt Greenville Airport gets you there with ease. Start your journey today at flypgv.com or AA.com. Pitt Greenville Airport. Fast, convenient, and close to home, where the pirates fly.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Hello, friends. There are certain places where magic happens in golf. Augusta, St. Andrews, Pinehurst, and the Birdie Bar. Here, every drive feels 30 yards longer, and every friend suddenly becomes a swing coach after 2 or 3 beers. Step inside for world-class golf simulators, great drinks, and the kind of atmosphere that makes even a triple bogey feel memorable. The Birdie Bar in Greenville, where the only bad lie is the one that says, you don't have time for golf.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Michael's and Gayquee Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Now let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you on a Tuesday edition Pirate Radio Live. This is from it's from ESPN FPI. Chance to make college football playoff. This is all of the, sorry for the term, group of, what are we at now? Group of 6?
Because the pack's back.
Boise State, 11%, the highest percentage of all the group of 6 schools.
Fair.
UNLV, 8.6%. Tulane, 7.5%. What is that, a San Diego State? San Diego State, 7.4%. That's 4th on the list. 5th on the list, USF, 5.3%. 2, 4, and then 6th on the list at 4.8%. East Carolina.
Yes.
Out of this entire list of teams, East Carolina, 6th on the list, ahead of Navy, James Madison, Toledo, Memphis, Fresno, and others. Now, why does UAB have 0% chance? Are they ineligible?
I have no idea.
You got UAB, Akron, Kent State, Louisiana Monroe, Sam Houston, and UTEP have 0%. That's not fair. They could pull a miracle. They're even giving Charlotte 0.1%, so they give them a chance.
I think those other teams have a better chance than Charlotte.
But that's got to make you feel pretty decent,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
East Carolina has the 6th highest chance to make it to the college football playoff out of all of the leftovers, the unwanteds.
Week 1 will definitely go a long way in determining how well we reloaded too. Because if we were able to retain a lot of the team from last year, I feel like that percentage would have been a lot higher. But it's so low because we've had to completely restructure everything aside from Blake.
If Caden Hauser was back, where would we be?
If Caden Hauser was back, I would give us maybe 6.5%.
So it'd still be 5th. All right, what if Hauser, Riddle, and Yannick Smith were all coming back?
Yannick Smith.
We behind Boise?
Yeah.
I would say yeah.
What if we upgraded at all those spots?
Well, if we
Which there's a chance we did.
There is. If we upgraded, then I would say that we would be either right with Boise or just under them at 10%.
Let's look at Boise's schedule.
I still think that East Carolina is, and this is without the bias, I think they're the most dangerous team in the American this year because no one knows what to expect from them. And
this is without bias.
We've completely reloaded. No one has any idea what is going to happen except for the guys in that locker room right now.
And you've looked through all the other teams, and you're saying this non-biased with all the information.
Most teams have a pretty resounding same roster structure. A lot of teams are missing their coaches, sure, but a lot of them hired within to replace those coaches.
All right. Boise State, much like ECU, has a whale of an opener. They are at Oregon.
Yeah.
Then they play Memphis week 2.
Mm-hmm.
South Dakota at Western Michigan, wrapping up their non-con. Did they get a break? I don't know. Utah State's usually decent, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
They're about middle of the pack.
Am I thinking of basketball?
Basketball, they're definitely.
Where is Utah State?
A much better team.
Up here. Here they are. 6-7 last year. Bronco Mendenhall, their coach. That is the team that Boise plays twice.
Twice?
So we talked about this, what was it, yesterday? In the Pac-12, which Boise is a part of now, every team plays a team twice. So Boise plays Utah State at home October 3rd and on the road November 28th. Fresno plays San Diego State on the road October 17th and at home November 28th.
Are those supposed to be rivalry games or
maybe? Texas State plays Colorado State twice.
That's so weird.
And Washington State plays Oregon State twice.
It's kind of cool.
And there's only 8 teams in this Pacific 12.
Yeah.
Which, how many border the Pacific Ocean now? Oregon, I'll give you that one.
Oregon, Washington.
Does any point of the Pacific Ocean go down to the Gulf of America and hit Texas?
I mean, if you really want to go down to the little, what is it called? The little strait in Panama?
I'm just going to say no. So that would be Washington State, Oregon State, Fresno, and San Diego. So half the schools in the Pac-12, which has 8 teams, touches the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
What a wacky league. So Boise State, hell, they could start out 0-2.
Yeah.
I think people are underselling Memphis. And again, I don't know a ton about them, but I know that they always have talent, and I know that Charles Huff is a good coach.
Yeah.
That's Phil Steele about them coming up on Friday. We'll get a USF preview with Jim Lighthall coming up on Wednesday, and a FAU preview coming up Thursday with their play-by-play voice, Ken LaVicka. So got a lot of opponent previews coming up the rest of the way this week. We'll take our last break, come back, and get ready to wrap things up here on a Tuesday after this.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! This is your hometown team at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with the Summer Hot Deals event that's making waves across eastern North Carolina. Score 8% below MSRP on 2026 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, 12% below MSRP on Bighorn, Lone Star, and Laramie models, and an unbelievable 15% below MSRP on Rebel, Limited, and Tungsten Crew Cabs. Now's the time to upgrade your ride. From all of us at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, proud supporters of Pirate Radio and Pirate Nation. Remember, drive a little to save a lot.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
This is Dr. Anthony Skalick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I'm listening to the Wheelin' Dealin', the Limousine Riding, Jet Flying Son of a Gun, Pirate Radio. Woo! Yeah! 1, 2, 3, come on!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A look at the stock market for you. The Dow was up 9 points and closed at $52,508. The NASDAQ exploded up to 233 points and closed at $26,107. And the S&P was up 28 points and closed at $7,543. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's take it back in for the wrap-up of our show. Here's Clip.
Wrapping it up on a Tuesday. I had a New Year's resolution that I want to dunk. I think I'm going to expand that. I want to play in the Summer League. I just saw a guy playing in the Summer League that I think I can do it.
Yeah.
He got to the line, missed 2 free throws. Guy blew right by him as he was trying to guard him. I can do that.
Twice.
I can do that.
Speed traffic cone.
I have a new dream, and that's to play in the NBA Summer League next year. So follow me on my journey each day as I bring you Pirate Radio Live. Coming up on tomorrow's show, Ken Wadlington and Donnell Coley, our regulars. Also, looking forward to talking to Jim Lighthall for the first time, new play-by-play voice at USF. And Jared Waters, he was the comedian that you may have saw over the weekend. We posted it on our social medias that was doing his stand-up act and found out that another East Carolina Pirate was in attendance, and they did a little purple gold. And we'll talk to him, talk about his time at ECU, his comedy career, and more. So got that on the way on Wednesday. For the Jackman, intern Avery, and Shirley Rhodes, I am Clip Rock. We'll talk to you Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening.